Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome. This is the Philly Sports Guyz only on A2DRadio.com. Live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios. BMW of Atlantic City, rough exit 17 of the Parkway. Find them online, BMW of Atlantic City.com. And this show is brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. Tom Arnone, Aaron Robbins, Peter Young, Ryan Brodo on the ones and twos, the Philly Sports Guyz.
Yes, sir.
Did I get all your names? I got all the last names right?
No.
Evans. Yeah.
Peter Evans. Why did I say young, man?
I like young Peter, though.
Why did I say
like
young?
it too.
I like young Peter.
Why did I say young?
Because I look young.
That's usually the rap names. A lot of guys out there have the young Dolph and young.
Yeah. Now listen, I don't want before we get off on the tangent.
Okay.
But the segue into rap names.
Yes.
I didn't listen to this dude, but I don't know where rap names went wrong. But
Okay.
This dude out of Long Island, New York, name was Little Pete. Passed away.
Yes, condolences.
But listen, condolences to you and your family. I go out way too young, 21 years old. But listen, to all, this is a PSA.
Okay.
Do not name yourself Little Marshmallow Treat for Easter time. Like, really, like Little Pete, that's the hardest thing you can come
But
with.
when do you stop? I know we got to move on, but when do you stop with the littles? When you're 35, 36 years old, you can't go little.
Some
You're
point you
a
got to
grown
be big.
man.
Listen,
Some point you got to be big.
You got, I mean, but come on, Big Bow Wow, you 5'5". You feel what I'm saying? So just
Let me see if I can get it right again. Tom Arnone, Aaron Robbins, Peter Evans.
Yes.
There we go.
Ryan Brodo on the ones and twos.
Yes, sir.
Philly Sports Guyz, ATDRadio.com. Later on, we'll do Eagles-Cowboys preview.
Yes.
Teams the Eagles should worry about. Rams, Saints, Vikings, Panthers, etc. Break down the NFC Contenders. Jim Schwartz's imprint on this defense.
Yes.
Dougie P's maturation of the head coach. So far, what was the Eagles' statement win that made you start believing, like, okay, this team's legit. This team will get us rolling. We'll talk about that. Recap Howie's 2017 moves.
Yep.
I even go back a little bit and recap some things that got us to this point. We'll go over that. Right. But our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. Real simple one. And listen, you don't have to like it, but at some point, you got to start having the conversation. Will the Philadelphia Eagles win a Super Bowl? Real simple one tonight. Yes, no. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. Gentlemen, whatever one of you guys want to get the party started, get it rolling. And we'll get to all your questions and comments as well that are rolling in.
Oh, man.
What up, Mike? What up, Ralph? What up, Bob Hartman? Loving the Doc jersey. So we got the three on Facebook. Now go ahead.
So will the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
We're starting right off with that. Okay.
Right off.
I like
it. Right out the gate.
Man, fresh out the fire pan and into the fire.
Off the rip,
like Hove said.
Right.
Listen, man, I think this is the year, man.
Think so?
I think it's the year. Now, I'm telling you, I have refrained from saying this for a long time.
Yeah, rightfully so. We all have.
But from what I've seen and how things are lining up, who's playing who, I look at it. Tyron Smith is out. Sean Lee is out. Obviously, we know the boy E2 Square. He over there eating somewhere in East Jabit. He can't even be. He not even in the country right now. He trying to get right.
Right.
So when you look at it, when you see it like that, and then you look at 2016, the moves Howie's made, the teams to fleece the Browns, to fleece the Dolphins not once but twice.
Howie, and by the way, just to segue off of that, Howie has to be hands down the GM of the year. If you're not giving him the GM years, there's got to be something wrong. It's a cardinal sin.
Right.
Because all the moves, I mean, like you said, he fleeced the Dolphins twice. Not once, but twice. And then some of the moves, let's go back to even 2016.
Right.
Brandon Brooks, who, by the way, right now is probably one of the best guards in the league.
Nobody
right
talks
now.
about.
No one talks about. But then I think one of the biggest moves, and I was thinking about it, was Matthews getting traded to Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay. I never moved that out of the way.
Matthews getting traded. Matthews getting traded to Buffalo, sticking with Aguilar. I mean, that's a big move. It may seem like a small move, but look at the maturation of Aguilar and look what he's doing now.
How about this? So the cancer of the drops. You know, and I look and I point at and listen, right or wrong, I look at Jordan Matthews as that drops are contagious. Right. So when one guy starts dropping it, it's like hitting a baseball. Your lineup gets hot, a lot of guys get hot. When I look at Jordan Matthews and drops, it was contagious all through this roster and wide receiving core. You know, another great move. You can trade Jordan Matthews for Ronald Darby, a legit 1. You could say 1B-ish, okay, not your 1A quality, but a 1B, 1C type of guy who's a legit 1-2 in this league.
Right. But you have a 1A and waiting. That's the beauty of it. See this now. Listen,
everyone doesn't realize that.
Right. So follow me now. Listen, as you would say, give me the Shannon and give me his name. What's his name? One other
Skip.
Okay.
Skip.
So listen, Skip came out. He said, "Listen, the Eagles should have the NFC East crown because now the Cowboys got to start rookies and second-year players." Hey, Skip, let me open you up to reality. What the Eagles been doing since week 1? If I'm not mistaken, Rasul Douglas has been a starting corner.
Absolutely.
Jalen Mills, that's a rookie. Jalen Mills, second year.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And a secondary that was supposed to be weak.
Right. And also, look, Patrick Robinson, we was thinking about cutting him in the beginning of the year.
Oh,
Think about it.
We was going to do it, right?
Yeah, I was.
And look at him now. He's the #1 top-rated quarterback in Pro Football Focus.
Because you put him in spots where he can handle. You put him in covering the slot guys. You don't leave him outside on an island, which is something he's never able to do when he was with Indy. Something, you got to put guys in roles.
Right.
You're so deep at corner. That's why people were all through the chats as the season's going on. Do you play Sidney this year? Do you play Sidney? And my answer's been the same. And I'm never away from it. No. And can I get a couple sides of no? Because that Achilles is a new ACL injury.
Yeah.
And that's a 2-year injury. D'Amico Ryan's a perfect example when we signed him. The piece back there.
He hasn't been the same since.
Bob Hartman said, great Bob, great listener of A2D. He said, not going to lie.
What's up, Bob?
Dude on Tom's left looks like Hollis Thomas at a quick glance. Yeah.
What? What's he say? What's Hollis always say? Tender.
Tenderoni.
Mrs. Butterworth. And
He likes pancakes.
Mrs. Butterworth.
Look, Bob, listen, I'm just give you –
go ahead.
Aaron needs to put like another himself on his shoulders to be the same height as Hollis Thomas. You know what I mean?
This guy's got jokes. But listen, to piggyback off the question that you had, the question was, will the Eagles win the Super Bowl? Listen, I mean, for a long time, I didn't want to jump out the window because I was kind of superstitious. I didn't want to say it. But listen, the way everything is happening, and this is how you know it's fate. This is how you know it's something special. Aaron Rodgers goes down. Look at all the injuries that happened. Aaron Rodgers went down. There was another big injury. I'm trying to think offhand that Aaron Rodgers went down. Help me out. Who was the other one that went down? Another team.
Quarterback
or just another big injury.
Impact player, ODB.
ODB went down. Zeke suspension. So all these different things are happening. And look at all the injuries that we had. But through all the injuries, losing Peters, losing Sproul, some of those guys, some of those Margos, some of those key guys.
Yeah,
Hicks. We're still balling.
Right.
It's next man up. Everyone's stepping up every single time. And listen, through all that, this is when you know it's fate. They're still 8-1, and they're still moving.
Still 8-1. Still 8-1. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm just going to segue to the Howie part of it.
Okay.
What Howie did in anything, in any business, as A2D, we all want to strive to be the best. We always want to strive to be better, and it could be a friendly competition. Last year, you spoke about it, Jordan Matthews. You got rid of him. There was nobody to press in that locker, in the wide receiver room. There was nobody to press in the secondary room. Yeah, you had Michael Jenkins there and Rodney McLeod, but they both played safety position. There was no cornerback there. This year, what Howie did with Joe Douglas, they put competition from the start. So when you have competition all the way throughout OTAs and spring and training camp, and then every day in practice, and you going against Ginger Jesus, and he picking you apart.
Listen, let's talk about this. What about the cast-offs? Dorial Green Beckham.
Oh, God.
Lotus McKelvin. Nolan Carroll.
Called him Lotus.
Because he is a Lotus.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at all the guys that were just bad players that made Eagles football bad. Howie said, okay, you know what? This is not – we need to get rid of these guys. And he moved.
Yeah.
It was like a line. He just said, okay, you know what? Let's get rid of him. Let's plug this in. So it's like it was like he was the mad scientist, really, you know?
And no, what you said, Pete, perfect. create competition. Competition is going to make everybody better. When your job's handed to you on a silver platter, how hard are you going to work?
Right.
Now when you have 6 corners you can play, guys are going to work a little harder. They're going to study the playbook a little harder. And when you get guys to start believing, to answer the poll question, when you get guys starting to believe and buy in, it goes back to Doug's comments in the offseason. And I stamped it. People didn't like it, and I defended the hell out of it, and I will forever. When he said this team, talent-wise, reminds me of the Packers teams I was with. People were up in arms about it.
They sure were.
Yeah. Okay, they were. And I sat here and said, great coaches want to get their players to believe. Right? So now you're going to camp, and now your coach believes, who's been around Favre, who's been around Holmgren, been around greats, believes that your talent to the level of these teams that won a Super Bowl, so now guys are in practice. Man, he believes. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. This isn't a video game. This is real life. So guys start believing. Then you start winning some games. You win close ones early on. You battle. Next thing you know, you get some blowouts. Next thing you know, everybody's buying it. Now you can bring in a Jahi who reportedly wasn't buying it in Miami, which is
allegedly,
which is BS. Listen to the man talk. That guy doesn't look like he has a cancer bone in his body.
Absolutely.
All right. So that's for whatever. They're trying to make a statement down there. But what I said, even if he did, you're bringing it into a culture that Chip Kelly claimed he brought here.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I was going to say that. I'm glad you said that because, and that's what he wanted to do. Chip wanted to do that. But it's funny how Chip wanted to bring that culture, but how he took it and ran with it.
Yeah. And brought in a guy who could handle that culture.
Now,
because as a player, you don't need a guy to play before to believe in him. But you need a guy to at least believe in you. And at least stop in a hallway and shake your hand, pat you on the ass and tell you, hey, man, keep working. Keep working. Big things. Them kind of things as a player keep you motivated in anything. Some of the comments, real quick. I do believe, yes, they can win a Super Bowl this year.
Yes.
My thing is, I believe they'll get there. And whatever happens then, we'll get deeper into that as it goes. But I believe they can get there.
Now, the team that scares me the most is not even in this conference. You see what them boys did last night. That AB, man, 3 touchdowns with 1 helmet catch.
Schuster.
And Roethlisberger just has to manage the game. But the main thing in the NFC, I'm not scared about Case Keenum coming in here and beating us.
Not at all.
I'm not scared about Jared Goff coming in here and beating us.
Not at all.
The team that scares you the most, I know we'll get to it later on in the show, is them boys down in New Orleans because Drew Brees ain't thrown a touchdown pass in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we got it. We'll definitely
we'll get in there. Let's get these quick comments coming in. Michael DeAndre, a lot of things are going our way. Need to take advantage, no question, Mike. Bob Hartman, I got to give props to the corners. They played well, and it was a weakness entering the season before Darby and then with an injury. I'm not a Howie fan entering the season. I was concerned about depth across the field. But it's been next man up all year, and that's a credit to Howie, Doug, and this staff, and that is spot on.
Absolutely.
Michael DeAndre, the defense likes to be physical and hit, and I love it. Corners who come up and tackle. That's a difference from a middle of the pack. To the bottom feeders, the guys who want to come up and
catch it for 8. You catch it for 8, you going down for 8.
And they're going to keep you in front. They're going to keep right in front of you. Right.
Now, Howie's and Joe Douglas's ability to maneuver with injuries. You've seen it. Quiet as kept. Donnell Ellerbe.
Listen, I'm glad you said that.
Will Beatty. You see what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what the constant is of all those moves? All those moves, the Ellerbe, the Beatty, the Graham, the Smith, Long, the Blunt, what do they all have in common? They're champions. So you're bringing in that champion pedigree into your locker room. It infuses.
Right.
So whatever happened last year, you got guys in there saying, listen, hey, guys, we got to do this. We got to do this one game at a time.
Right.
Perfect example, Blunt. When they were 5-1, they were asking, oh, Blunt, you guys are winning, da-da-da-da. He said, listen.
One game.
Exactly. And that's what you want.
Yeah.
And we haven't had that in a while, but now we have it.
No, that's what you want. You got YouTube, Rye?
With Khalid saying, "Sup, guys?" David Rosca says, "What's up, Thomas? Let's go Rams." Getting his Rams stuff in.
He loves his Rams. And I
understand. Very much so.
He should love his Rams.
How long has he been a Rams fan, though? That's the question.
A while.
Okay,
ever since we've known him.
Okay, real deal.
Todd Womack, he's going on a spree right now. He said, "What's good, guys? Love the hat, Tom."
Okay, all right, 10-9-8, Todd. 10-9-8.
Then he says, "Y'all made an Eagle Oreo on the couch tonight."
Love it, man.
And then the final comment he has is the time away for Howie was truly amazing for him.
Yeah, the corner office, not a lot to do. Have to sit back, reflect a little bit.
Right.
So, no question.
So I just want to take this time and say, you know what? Chip Kelly, thank you.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't be here where we are right now. You know what I mean? And how cliche is it that we always hear that we hear Howie say, I took a step back and I learned from my mistakes. And most of us said, you know what? Nah, hogwash. How many people are going to do that? Because we don't believe people can change. And that's just not on sports. That's just
in general. Right.
overall in society, human life. You don't believe people can change.
Right.
So when you're actually seeing that change, and people were even worried about when they had the owners meetings when Joe Douglas was speaking and Howie was back there, and Joe was just sitting like this, like, or is Howie going to let Joe do his job?
Yeah.
I think now we see it. It's proof is in the pudding.
And it's all a process. Everything that they're doing, everything is all in order. Everyone's on one accord. No one's talking over anybody. They're all in one accord. And just to see Howie, the fact that he basically was demoted. Let's be real. He was demoted. He moved to the corner. They said the corner of the building. Yeah. Right. And he was just that guy that just signed the checks and made up the deals, stuff like that. Why Chip basically just obliterated his organization. Yep. But kudos to Howie because Howie realized, you know what? Listen, this is a season for me to be where I'm at. I know what's going to happen because they knew the writing was on the wall. They knew Chip was going to fail. So but when he came back full force, and he made every move was strategic. And I'm going to keep saying it. Every single move that Howie made was strategic, and it's just beautiful to watch.
The Vinny Carey signing, right? The Fletcher Cox 6 years, 100 mil. You got another one?
Well, David Roska chimes back in, just clarifying how long he's been a Rams fan. He says he's been a Rams fan ever since they made the comeback to L.A. from St. Louis.
Okay.
So all right.
Then we have Philly Boy from Texas chiming in.
Recently. That's fine if he lives out there.
That's fine. That's fine. Philly Boy from Texas chimes in, just shouting us out, and he says he's a true Eagles fan from Dallas, Texas. That's got to be tough. That's got to be tough.
Love it. Represent it.
Now, listen, I just recently heard there's a cheesesteak place in Texas somewhere, a Philly place, where they get Amarosa rolls.
Oh, we got to go there. We got to go there.
Road trip.
Well, I'm going to Texas just for the beef. Y'all can do what y'all want. Brisket, I eat brisket breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day I'm out there.
And then everything's big in Texas, right? That's what they say. That's what they say.
Got Edgar Venzar. I hated Chip so much after LaShawn. He was a blessing in disguise, though. Yep, right with you. Michael Chromiak, what up, Chrome? At a wedding, we wanted to pop in and say, what's up, fellas? For the Twitter poll, there's never a time I won't say yes. However, this year, what do you say? Yeah, there was never a time I wouldn't say yes. However, this year, I see a very legit possibility for Super Bowl, maybe be our best overall team we had in franchise history. Let's get it. Have a great show, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bob Harmon, Eagles get home field throughout.
That's
Are you still worried about Breeze and the Saints coming in January?
Yes.
Is home field a must to get to Minneapolis?
Home field is a must.
Yes.
But now I will say this. Once again, I'm not scared. I mean, just going on record. I'm not scared of Case Keenum at all. Whether we play him there or we play him here.
Yeah.
But even in L.A., because L.A. is such a fair weather town.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I have a problem with going to the Superdome.
Yeah, but I don't want that.
But this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing we can hope for. Carolina got to play New Orleans again. Atlanta has to play New Orleans twice.
That's big.
Let them cancel this. Like
Atlanta's still hungry. Listen, even though Atlanta's been on the skid until this game.
Yeah.
Until this game.
And I think they win Monday night, too.
Because they're playing Seattle. Now, where's that at? Is that Seattle?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Are you going on record saying Stone Cold Lock?
Stone Cold
Lock. You hear this time.
I hear it.
In honor of Mike and Mike being our last show today.
Yes.
Stone Cold Lead Pipe Lock.
So you're saying to me, Peter Evans, and everyone's hearing this, it's a lock.
Atlanta will beat Seattle on Monday.
Okay. But listen, I'm back to the question. I don't fear the Rams. The Rams are tough. Don't get me wrong. The Rams, Gurley's doing this thing. You got Watkins. You got Woods. All those boys. Goff is doing this thing as well. And they're tough. However, I don't fear them. The only team, like Pete said, is New Orleans. I mean, New Orleans is going to be tough. And I'd rather play them in Philly as opposed to going to the Dome.
I actually, on the other side of it, I don't know how much I love the Saints yet. I don't know how much I buy in. I love Kamara, what he does. Obviously, Thomas is a monster down there as well. Their defense is head and shoulders better. They're playing great.
Yeah.
But I look at the Rams as more complete to me and tougher because I still if you had to ask me to pick a defense right now, Rams or Saints, I got to take that Rams. I just feel like they're tougher. Yeah. But neither one scare me. I'll go down to the Saints Dome and play them on turf and feel like we're going to be as fast as they are. But out of the two places to go, I'd much rather go to L.A. than go to.
I think, but the advantage is the thing is, if you look at all the years compared to now, there's no one that's out over everybody. I mean, everyone's kind of even.
It's close.
It's so close right now. Everyone's even. I think that's the great thing right now. I think that we're seeing that. We're not far off. There's no one that's ahead of us like before. When even 04, the 04 year when we did our thing, the Patriots were a little bit above us.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yep.
Yeah. But now, if you look at the whole landscape of the AFC and NFC, there's no one that's really above
even
us.
going into that 04 season, when we got T.O., and you kind of knew from week 1,
right?
From the preseason, they set that tone up top.
They did.
As you knew, it was New England, it was Philly. Philly had finally got that piece to put over the top. This season, I'm really along for the ride. No one saw this coming. No one in the NFL saw this coming. The Patriots are not unbeatable. Listen, there's no team that's really.
Well, what do we have that translates to be able to beat any of these teams that we're talking about? That front 4 to be able to go get the quarterback. Actually, front 8, I'm sorry.
Yes,
because there's 4 other guys who are going to come in
I'm
and
so
do the
glad
same
you said
thing.
that.
Yes.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yes.
But the biggest reason why I am not scared, my bone crusher,
okay.
I ain't never scared.
Never scared.
This is it right here. You take this, you put them together, what do you have? What's
11.
the number?
11.
That's it. Any of those teams, we have the best quarterback on the field.
And Khalid chimes in on that, says, I don't want MVP, I want Super Bowls.
Yep,
My
right
question to you guys is,
Yes.
so far, would you say Carson Wentz is the MVP?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, Carson right now, and I know we're segueing in, but the maturation of Carson, man. First one in, last one out.
Yep.
Listen, there was an article I just read the other day, Darby, when he was actually doing his rehab.
Go ahead, speak on it.
Listen, he said when he got to the locker room.
Who was there? It's 2 people.
Yep, 2 guys.
Aguilar and Wentz. They beat him there. He said when they would get there, they were sweating, pouring down because they were doing the jug machine, throwing each other. So the fact that Wentz is a strict down effect. If you got that quarterback that's showing that he wants it, and he's there 4 a.m. in the morning every day.
What's it going to do to everybody else?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can see that.
And I think that's really when they went into it and they traded from 13 to 8, and then it was like this. I wish we had a checkerboard. It's like that. You playing your wife, you playing significant other. Yeah. You get that double. That double jump.
You
When
get
he did that
excited
double
about
jump to 2.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I really felt that they believed that LA was going to take Jared Goff because it was a better look for the league, and they sat in the room with Wentz and they said, "Look, this kid is from North Dakota. He don't do nothing but hunt. Had the same girlfriend. He don't like to drink. He don't cuss. He believe in God.
Yep.
Put him in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But what's bigger than all the things you just said? What did he do at North Dakota? One. And that's an intangible that nobody ever wants to talk about when guys coming out. You don't hear Kuiper ever sit there and go, well, this guy actually won. This guy actually consistently won. Deshaun Watson, another guy, won something. I'm looking for that. When you're going to be the leader of my organization for the next 10 years and you're what everybody's going to look to, I'm looking for them little things. I'm looking to say, how hard does he work? Does he work harder than everybody else? And you knew it from jump. That's the kind of guy he was. Did he win at college? What does coach say about all that kind of stuff? Talk to former players. How do they speak about Carson Wentz? And all that was golden. So I mean, he fell into a lap. Like you said, LA is going to take the LA kid, and that made sense.
That makes sense, right?
But nobody ever talks about that on draft day with all these quarterbacks. It's all measurables. Do you ever put a measurable for winning?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for.
Now listen, I don't know if we have out of all the great fans we have watching this right now on all the media platforms. If there is a Dallas fan who dares enough to show his face, all this Dak versus Carson. Listen, people, Jera didn't even want Dak.
Nope.
If they would have stayed,
Who do you want? Tell him. He went to Paxton Lynch.
No, before all that.
Oh, before that.
If the Eagles would have stayed at 8, the Eagles would have stayed at 8.
He did want Carson. Yeah, you're right.
If Carson was on the board at 4,
he was going to take him.
Carson.
Yeah.
So it just goes.
And that's Jera.
Jera, who may be formerly owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
That's another subject.
We have a Dallas fan in the chat.
Real quick, before you get to him, Troy Jalbert. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Troy. Johnny Pfeiffer. Let me get that McCoy jersey in the back. I'll pay straight cash for it. Swing on by, man.
Straight cash, baby.
Swing on by.
Straight cash, homie.
Yes.
Randy Moss.
Sam Nelson. Wentz is in a small class of quarterbacks that make people around him better.
Yep.
Spot on. Bob Hartman. Carson. I want to throw Doug in there. Doug has shown the ability to game plan before a game and make halftime adjustments. Something we complained about throughout Andy's tenure. Yeah. So something he learned as going through the ring.
Right.
Yeah.
He learned something. Hey, what can I take a little bit from every coach I've been around, and how can I put it to make it my own? What was who's the cowgirl in there?
So it's Samir Plays. Oh, wait, he actually just retracted. So he started off by saying Wentz and Philly suck, #Dak Attack, #throw up the X. but then he just came in and said, "Ha ha, JK, I'm a Philly fan."
He's playing.
Good.
He's playing.
Playing games.
Bye,
Philly
boy.
Philly boy from Texas. Carson's the GOAT. Samir plays. Yeah, he said that. Pootie Tang. What up, Poot?
Put it tag.
Glad Chip didn't get Mariota, even though he is good. I'll take Wentz 10 out of 10 times.
Yes, sir.
Dude's a beast.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to just say, Justin Henschel then says above that, the feeling of a possible Eagles-Steelers Super Bowl makes me hyped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well said, my brother.
And what's something Steelers lack? If there's one part of their offense that you say that we can take we have a big advantage on, what is that?
Ben getting hurt.
Ben getting hurt.
Because Ben can get hurt.
I look at their front.
Yeah, but in their front as well.
No,
I don't love their front.
The offensive line is decent. I don't think it's up there with ours. I think our defensive line is definitely. I think we
Ben
get
getting hurt.
Ben getting hurt. But it's real.
Even if Ben is healthy
For now.
for now.
For now.
In that game, if it does happen in Minneapolis, we have the better quarterback. I mean,
Absolutely.
there's no unless
There's only one.
Yeah.
There's only one out there.
It's
Yeah.
it's
And he's
one
down your
and
head.
two.
That's it.
Two is hurt.
Yeah.
Bye man is hurt.
The boogeyman.
Listen, I know this is our first time on
Yeah.
A2D. I
Yes.
know we had time on before.
Yes.
We refer to Aaron Rodgers as the
The
Baba
Baba
man.
Man.
The greatest thrower of the football I've ever seen in my entire
Yo,
life.
he shows up in your dreams. Especially Cowboy fans.
Matter
Oh,
of fact,
yeah, he does. Yeah,
So-
he does.
so-
And Mariah's playing.
So, Samir, if you are really a Dallas fan, I hope that you're still not having nightmares about
The Baba
the
Man.
Baba Man and Jared Cook. And then the Baba Man and Devontae Adams. It seems
The
like every
Baba
year the
Man.
Baba Man comes back.
Yeah, he does.
Sequel,
Sequel.
triple. It's like episode 8, episode 9. This keep happening.
Yeah, it's
And
just
I'm
horrible.
interested to see if they can somehow win a couple games and, and
That's
maybe
scary, man.
he comes back.
Yeah.
Their schedule's not
Yeah,
that hard. I mean,
no.
you got Baltimore, but it's at home.
And the kid looked good. Honey looked good last week.
Yeah, their defense is just so bad.
biggest- one of
they
the
got
biggest-
they got and a bunch of guys.
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Clay Matthews, most overrated player in all football.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That-
he
and-
really is.
Yeah.
And Mike McCarthy's probably the most overrated coach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he is.
we know why. Listen,
He is.
when you're tied to a pup,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a stud,
Yeah.
it's gonna make life easier. Like
Yeah.
we were joking
Yeah.
the other night, how many games would Cleveland win if Bill was their coach? And my one buddy Greg, who I do AM and the PM with, was like, 5. I said, will you stop it?
Yeah.
You're lucky he's got one. You forget who that man's got behind center, and after all them years,
Yes.
because when you're winning, you can put in a Jacoby for a minute
Yeah.
and a Garoppolo and win a couple games,
Right.
but you ain't winning long term.
Right.
And then what can he do now? Now he can go deal them 2 quarterbacks
Right.
and get value
And get
in
value,
return.
right, exactly.
But
Give
he
value
ain't
in
winning. He ain't winning consistently without that man. And Bill's great. Bill's a goat.
And
Yes.
that man ain't winning consistent without Bill either.
They're tied to the
No,
hip.
they're tied.
They're tied to the
and
hip.
that's a Doug. Listen,
Yeah.
that's a Doug Carson
Doug
thing.
Carson.
When people wanted
Yes.
the failure of Doug, and in this town there was pages,
said
fire Doug, the morons out there,
Yep.
the idiots who listen to too much dial radio,
Right.
and all the agenda bullshit. When you were out there saying, "Oh, this guy's a dope, a moron," because
Yep.
you don't like the way he talks at a goddamn podium, them two needed to be tied at the hip
Yes.
and need to be successful together.
But listen,
you don't. What do bad organizations
Right.
do? Boys, what do they do?
They always chase. They panic.
Exactly.
They
Oh,
panic.
Exactly.
changeover.
Right. But how many of those people that were all pundits, all the idiots that was out there talking about Dougie P, listen, they like old shucks now.
Oh, do
I
they-
like
do
all
they?
shucks.
Now there's pages. wanting to be the mayor.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I know when I talked to you guys earlier on
Right.
in the season, you guys were Doug guys. There was no
Yeah.
Doug hate.
Yeah.
Listen, there might have been some question marks
some
about
concern.
a running game and
Exactly.
concerns, but
Yes.
that's part of the gig.
Yes.
But with the narrative being, I don't like how he talks at a podium early on. He doesn't sound
That's
smart.
stupid.
That's
Yeah.
going to tell me
Yeah.
everything I know because
Yeah.
Chip sounded the first presser Chip ever did. Oh, after his first draft, oh my God, I went 6 to midnight. I mean, this man sold me on everybody in that draft when he talked about big guys beat up small guys. Oh, yeah, they do, and he sold me. Now, but
did, yeah.
so you can't fall for that all the time. That's all.
Yes.
No, but I said it a couple weeks ago when we were still on our
Right.
our previous affiliate.
Yes.
I said, look, dare I say,
Yes.
our coaches are going to outcoach your coaches. Our game plan is better than yours, and you see that between Frank Wright, Flip,
Yeah.
and Dougie P.
Flip's
Man,
going to
it's
get
crazy.
a job, too.
Yeah, that's gonna be the
Does he
problem.
leave
Yeah,
his
he
boy,
is.
though?
Who?
Does he leave Carson?
No.
Because him and Carson are like this.
Frank
son.
Wright better be watching. He counting his days.
You know what? That's true.
I don't know. You
That's-
think they would?
I don't.
Because
You
need-
Filippo, you got to have them together.
Flip
They're
spends the
tied.
most time
Yeah.
with
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
They're
listen.
boys,
If you
yeah.
really, now, from what I understand, he meets with Flip in the beginning of the week.
Yep.
Then he meets with Reich, and then he meets with Dougie P.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
So he's getting all that now. And when Flip meets with him, from what I understand, when Flip actually breaks down everything with him, and he says, "Now you show me what you did wrong, what we can do differently."
Nice.
So he's getting that teaching, man.
He is.
And people don't realize the maturation. This is where we talk about the maturation, but the maturation is coming from the coaches.
Yeah.
And it's coming from 2 I don't know if Filippo ever slung at any point in his career. I'm sure he did.
Played. He never played in the league.
But he slung it. He's been a quarterback before.
Yes,
so
yes.
you got 3 guys and 2 of them. 2 of them play behind Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers.
Okay, that can say.
And Hall of Fame coach.
Yep.
Shula.
Yep. And another one.
Holmgren.
And Buffalo.
And Reed.
Yeah. And a 4th in Buffalo.
Yes.
For Frank.
Yes.
Yep.
Right? And another Hall of Famer. So they can all see what they see. And now it translates to a young guy. But you know what Howie did and learned from mistakes in previous tenure is when we drafted 5.
Yes.
5 could do so much, and I hate the disrespect for 5.
Yeah.
I hate when people put him down.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Grow up. It's the best quarterback in franchise history. I love 11. I love 11. Right now, with all due respect, can't hold his jockstrap. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tom.
Over a career. I'm not talking about this kid's been a puppy this year.
Right.
He's a stud. Nobody's taking nothing away.
Absolutely.
But 5, man, go back and watch some games and get back to
5 has some trash.
I will always love you, number 5.
I will. I used to call Andy him and dad and son. But my point is that Howie, what they did, the mistake when Donovan got here is they never surrounded him early on with talent.
Right.
It was all Donovan had to do everything on his back and carry it.
Right.
And they learned from that. And LA did the same thing. Let me surround my young kid with as many weapons as I can and make this curve quicker. Because, Doug said it's a 5-year plan to learn the West Coast offense. Well, shit. Well, this kid learned it in a week.
Yes. Not only did he learn it in a week, but then you see, prime example, touchdown pass to Alshon against in the Denver game. That RPO, triple option. Triple option. That is a play that Wentz had installed in North Dakota State.
Yeah.
North Dakota, I'm sorry.
North Dakota. Yeah.
North Dakota. For Dougie to say, look, you know what? If you like it and it works, I'm going to install it.
And that's putting the what aside. That's saying, it ain't
Put
about
the
me.
ego aside.
It's not about me. It's about winning football games. Because that makes me bigger.
And Dougie, one of the main things I can say about Dougie's delegating. Now, the first year was a little rocky, but I think this year he stepped back and he said, you know what? I'm going to let my coaches coach. Reich is doing his thing. Schwarz, who we're going to talk about in a few. Schwarz is just a mad scientist. He's doing his thing. And he's letting these guys, Filippo, all these guys coach. Deuce. Give credit to Deuce. Deuce is doing a great job with those running backs, keeping everything together. But my main thing is Doug is keeping everything together, but he's delegating. And that's a sign of a good coach to delegate.
That's what Bill's done in New England the whole time.
Absolutely.
You got another one?
Yeah, JLast90 chimes in, what's good, fellas?
What's up, Lash?
What's up, Lash?
So Damn Clutch says, I think Derek Barnett has a huge breakout game this Sunday.
Yeah, I like that one.
Justin Henschel says, whoever wins the Rams-Vikings game will play us in the NFC Championship. Guaranteed. He's locking it down.
Little guarantee.
Dr. Evil. Prediction.
Pootie
Tang talking about the McNabb. He said, hate the McNabb disrespect too. T.O. was wrong for that TMZ interview.
Yeah, T.O.'s a T.O. I hear him talk. I'll never share anything he says to ATD or the platform because it's just it's all. I just want to be. It's me. We know what it's been about. Just get your popcorn ready because it's about me. It's an I thing. And listen, no disrespect. He's a Hall of Famer. Should have been a first ballot. Nobody's taking that away.
Right.
But his whole thing has been me and I. And he wants to take as many shots. And now T.O.'s in the news again. Or trending for 2 minutes.
So. Moving on. We'll screw over T.O. there.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
But listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tom.
No, I just Bob Hartman said real quick. I'm so happy Aaron Judge didn't win the AL MVP. Can't stand that fucking Yankees.
God.
Couldn't agree more. And Bob Hartman said, didn't they block Filippo from an interview with another team last season?
Yes. To make him OC.
Yes.
That's why I said, listen, hey, Frank, we appreciate your services. Flip.
Thank you. God bless you.
OC. You see what I'm saying? See you. Yeah. Frank, we wish you well.
Yeah.
On your way out the door.
Did a great job,
but Flip, you the OC.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
That's how it
Bob Hartman. Rob Lutman. What up, Rob? Are we worried about Schwarz leaving for a head coaching job along with a QB coach? Well, we talked about the QB coach. Yeah. Well, we talked about one of the two.
You have a spot for the QB coach to slide into. We don't have a slot for Jim Schwarz to move. The only way Jim Schwarz is going to anything with Philadelphia to be the head coach, that's not going to happen.
Right, it's not going to happen.
So it depends on what's out
there. Even though Jabrone's put that out before the season started.
But see, this is the thing. From what you've seen so far, look at these defensive-minded head coaches around the league.
Yeah.
You tell me which one. We've all seen what is the most important position. Quarterback.
Yeah.
You see that.
Absolutely.
You see how important it is.
Right.
So you see, listen, prime example, Jared Goff, year 1 and year 2. You had a defensive-minded coach, Jeff Fisher, who, I've been saying, but now you got Sean McVay, 31 years old, offensive mind. His route concepts, don't get it twisted. Robert Woods and Sammy Watkins are right, but they're not blowing people off the ball like that.
No. Preach.
But
Preach.
the route concepts is what allows Sammy Watkins to get open that much. What allows Todd Gurley.
Coach of year. If Dougie doesn't get coach of year,
though.
it's McVay.
Mike Mataraki loves his
Seriously,
looks.
I love McVay.
He's in for the looks. Mike Mataraki, I am in the PM. He's a man crush.
Yeah?
With,
I'm
with
not
Sean.
that deep.
No, he's deep. I mean, it's deep. I don't want to know what goes on.
I got a man crush with Watson, Deshaun Watson.
Yes,
I do.
You should.
I should.
You should.
Yeah,
that may be the
And he's a
only
great
quarterback.
kid.
That's maybe
And he's a
the
great kid.
only quarterback I would trade Wentz for. Maybe.
No.
I said maybe.
That's interesting.
Wait, take that maybe down a little low. Don't
Okay,
do.
it's low. It's low.
Well, now this injury is twice, right? Is this the second time?
Second one. No,
It's the second one in the same leg.
Second one in the same
thought-
leg. Different. Sorry, different.
leg. Okay,
different
different leg. Good.
Different. I'm about to say because
That's a good thing.
In college
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
different
yeah.
leg.
Yeah.
In college was a different leg.
Good.
But
That's actually
yeah.
good
if
for
you
him.
really
then.
think about it, you look at what the Rams kind of stole what the Eagles did. You
what do
see
you
it
mean?
because first time head coach, but your DC is a proven stud.
Wade Phillips. That was big.
Same
That
thing.
was huge for them.
That's what the
Proven
Broncos did
stud.
wrong,
That was-
letting him
yeah.
go. I mean,
Well, they did a couple things wrong.
Well, that's-
the quarterback situation was a debacle.
Yeah, the guy who's a Hall of Famer can't even pick a goddamn quarterback.
What is up with
I
that?
mean, how do you not know quarterback? Like, a guy walks in the ring, you should be like, he's got it, or he doesn't. These Hall of Fame guys can never get it done. You notice that?
I'm about to suit up for the Broncos right now because they got a bag of bricks back there.
Yeah,
Throwing the ball.
yeah, and they got Matt Tobin blocking. Gotta be able to replace Tobin.
Damn,
Barbie's there too, yeah.
Barbie's there too.
He said maybe, Rob. He said maybe trade him. He didn't go. He didn't go full in. He wasn't fully committed.
Not a trade, but just if you look at the landscape
I
of the
understand what
league,
you're saying. Yeah.
who else would you want if you were in the same position?
If
with
you were
young
starting a
player?
franchise right now.
It's one of them too.
Yeah,
Right.
I see what
I'm
you're saying.
taking
And
Deshaun.
Goff.
Yeah,
I'm
Goff.
taking
Goff.
Deshaun over.
Throwing Mariota maybe.
Deshaun
Maybe.
over
Maybe.
that. I'm
Maybe.
taking Deshaun over Jameis. I'm taking Deshaun over Mariota.
Who, by the way, he's groping Uber drivers. Allegedly. That's nothing.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
What was he doing?
Oh, yeah. Let me
It
get some
didn't.
special
It
sauce. Special sauce. You know, I just never.
Allegedly, he didn't do it though, but yeah, he didn't.
But let's go to. I know we're kind of off the track
Right.
here, but statement game.
Yeah, let's do statement game.
Statement game. So far through 9 games, the statement game. Mm-hmm. For me, and this is the thing, national pundits, this is why we do things a little bit here different with Philly Sports Guys ATD. That's why we get along so well.
Yes, sir.
Because you can only play the team at that point in time in their schedule. That Giants game was big. That's not my statement game, but that Giants game was big. At that point in time in the year, they were 0-3. Yes, I understand now they're 1 and whatever, but still, at that point in time in the year when they played them, they were good. Kansas City, at the time they played them, Carolina is a statement game for me.
yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, it's so
I agree with
cliche,
that.
but you look at it at that time, both teams were, I think, 4-1 or 3-1
yeah,
at that time.
3-1, I believe.
So
yeah.
at that time,
Yeah, no respect going into it.
no
Yeah,
respect.
no respect.
No respect. Every national
We were
pundit-
underdog in that. We were underdog in that
Yeah.
game. Yeah, we were underdog.
Now the people will say, "Well, Luke Kuechly with that." It kills me when people say, "Who the Eagles beat? We ain't played nobody."
Played a lot of
That's
people.
just hate. That's hate. That's hateration, holleration, and this dancery.
We put a lot of losses on teams. I'll go to game 1 of the year.
Okay.
Really,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just because
Yeah.
that told me everything I need to know. Because I had this team 11-5, maybe 12-4 in that area. You know, I had bigger beliefs than a lot of people did. More people were 9-7ish, but I believed in 11. And seeing what he did in that game, seeing Nelson have a good game and win in the slot like we need him to do.
Right.
And that defense, the way they played against a guy who can flat out spin it,
Right.
and Kirk Cousins said to me right then and there, oh, this seems legit.
Yeah.
And then going to Kansas City and playing them tough, as good as they started the year off, KC did,
Right.
told me a lot. And then it just went from there. But it just showed me that, man, 11 can play.
Yeah.
And it solidified it to me. And listen, you beat a team that was supposed to be good,
Right.
or at
Well,
least
they,
a
well,
team
they
that
gave
played.
us issues for the last year, a couple years.
Yeah, and it's a
We
team
couldn't
to
beat
go
'em.
in.
Right.
You go to their place, game 1, on the road. You're going to get their best shot and to go and win that game 30-17.
Right.
And obviously to Fletcher, you know, the
He's unguardable.
the pickup.
He's unblockable 1-on-1.
Fletcher and Jernigan. Don't forget
see,
Jernigan. That's
big
my
move.
boy.
I don't know where Howie getting this money from to do this, but
Yeah, kudos to Howie. But for me, do you want to say something real quick?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But for me, and this is a quiet storm, but the Chargers game.
tough to go there.
That was a tough game, going on the road. But the thing that I liked about that game was, what was the problem that we had? Even when we had leads, we could never hold them because we couldn't run the ball,
and
keep the other team off the field. And that was the game for me in that fourth quarter when the Chargers were coming back. Because they were.
6 minutes, 6:44.
Exactly. The fact that we held the ball, we ran it right down their throat, and we kept them off the field.
Right.
And Phil Rivers could not come back. And that was the game I said, you know what? They're for real.
They're for real.
They're for real.
And
Yeah.
they dominate time possession.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Oh, TOP with number 1, the king.
A couple coming in. Wayne Blackniak. I think the Broncos game putting up big points. Bob Hartman. I agree, Carolina. They came off 2 big wins. The game was on Thursday night on the road, all national TV. So agreed there. Zach Barrett. Carson is a better leader than Donovan. Forget about T.O. Trey Thomas and B. West both said this week. I don't care what they say. Zach, I love you. I don't care what they say. You can't say right now after year 2 that Donovan wasn't a great leader because guys want to come out and get their name in the news.
Right.
I love Trey and I love B. West, but guess what? Did they get it done?
No.
Where was their leadership? These are 2 guys that are getting their jerseys hung in our rafters. Where was their leadership?
Yeah.
The leaders don't come out even after the fact and talk about other guys not being leaders.
Yeah.
That's facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, I love you, Zach, but don't always listen to what you read.
That's true.
Speaking of band, Zach's on the leader game. Let me see if I get another one about the statement. Frank Vasby says statement game has to be this week. Really sets the pace for this team in the next few years. If they can pull out a win in Seattle, the statement will be made. So Frank's going to a couple different games. I don't know where he's landing at. Chris Lyons, last drive in the KC game, down 14 with 30 seconds left, still pushing. So that to him showed. You got one on the tube?
And I'll give you a statement game.
Yeah, shoot.
New York Giants.
I can see
I'll
that.
tell you why. And people forget about it because of how bad the Giants are. That last drive proved it was the one thing that Carson had against him because, he can't do this.
Yeah.
He brought the team back.
Yes.
And everyone remembers the Elliott kick, which was amazing.
Yes,
You're never
it
going to
was.
forget that.
Never, right.
But that kick doesn't happen unless Carson completes that throw to a
Jeffrey.
double-covered Alshon. That's absolutely
who got his feet in, which was
was
big.
big.
It's one both.
That
of
was
them.
huge.
That was a cover 2. That was a cover 2 set that he saw, and he placed it there. But before that, I'm glad you said he brought him back. People forget that's Sterling Shepard's 75-yard touchdown run. That next drive, they were down 7.
Yeah, they scored
So
again.
you
Right.
had to score in the fourth quarter
Yep.
against, at that time, the vaulted New York Giants defense.
Right.
Corey Clement scores his touchdown.
Yes, sir. Who, by the way, I said he's going to make the team. He's going to make
Yeah, you did say
contribution.
you said he's going to make the team.
By the way,
Tell the
thank
people.
you.
Remind the people.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
when we
Hey,
see when
sometimes people need to be reminded.
Yeah, sometimes
But see,
I
this
say
is the
that.
thing. When you look at the team as a whole, you see different contributions coming from all over. And every week the game plan could be different on what they want to do. And you really see Doug Peterson saying, look, you know what? This is what you do. This is your weaknesses are. You see it. Denver, I don't know, for the love
Adapt. It's such a great, adapt. He
for the love
adapts
of
so
God, I
well.
don't understand why people don't understand. Yes, Denver has no fly zone, but their linebackers are shit. You seen what the Patriots did to them the week after what we did to them. Make their safeties match up on the tight end or running back. They can't do it.
Horrible.
You force them to cover, you can't do it. But it takes – listen, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, teams are running the ball down their throat, going off tackle, outside run.
Right.
Look at the Jets. Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Try to run the ball right at him, lose the game.
Yep.
The Jets had a promise this season. This is why I say I'm not too concerned about Jim Schwartz leaving because I don't feel like the landscape is going to be out there. I feel like the landscape of NFL, you need to have that quarterback, OC, offensive-minded coach to be there. And if you look at Jim Schwartz, what's really out there for you? What head coach or opening is going to be out there for you that will want you to leave?
You don't want to go to
this
Cleveland.
team?
Yeah, and
You don't want to
fail
go to Cleveland.
because he failed before.
Yeah,
Right,
It's
he
not
failed before.
like this is his first rodeo. You got one on.
Yeah, we have
over
a ton. If you want, I can go rapid fire.
there. Yeah,
rapid fire.
wrapping them up. I got a bunch too.
All right, so Todd Womack says definitely a Super Bowl game, Eagles versus Steelers. Going
Okay.
out on a limb.
Love
I like
it.
that.
Jacob Bloss, I think we
The
already
league
talked
won't
about this.
love that. The league won't love it, but we'll
No.
love
Yeah,
it.
we'll love it.
Jacob Bloss asks us, Wentz MVP, guys. I think we're on under.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Absolutely.
Justin Henschel says the J Train will absolutely be feasting on the Cowboys D-line on Sunday.
I can see that.
Jay Lash says Jameis was just reaching for W's, fellas.
That's it.
He's fat.
Pootie Tang says Darby will get an interception on Dak.
Okay.
I'll
Wow.
take 2 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw
Jimmy
him around
Chonga,
buffet
what's going
style.
on, Jimmy? He says Denver was a statement game going up against the then #1 defense. Everyone was expecting a close win. Nobody was expecting a blowout.
Yeah, they ran the ball up the number one rush defense in football's ass is what they went and did.
So damn
the
clutch.
time.
This is actually interesting. He says, noticed Nelson Aguilar hasn't had a touchdown since Jason Peters went out. Think that has anything to do with our tight end sets now for chipping help with Big V?
Yeah,
Question mark?
I read that earlier. I don't. I don't think there's been a lot of chip. There hasn't been a lot of help on V's side. this league is ebb and flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna come in bunches. They might go away. If he caught one every game, that's 16, right? You know what I mean? That's on pace to be the greatest of all time.
Right.
You know, so I looked. If Nelson get out end the season with 8-9 touchdowns, that's a great year.
That's a great year, right.
So you don't expect it every week. Different weeks, you're gonna have different matchups that you can expose. You know, some weeks gonna be a lot of Ertz.
Right.
You know, we saw a lot of Alshon. Right. You might see some Tory games.
Right.
So you're gonna see it sprinkled around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're going to see Alshon more because early in the season, he was getting a lot of tough matchup with corners.
Right.
And you want to keep Alshon getting the 50-50 ball. And with Nelson, I think teams started to put a better corner on him in the slot.
Because
you
he's so
seen in the
dangerous,
Arizona game, he shook that boy up out his shoes.
Didn't he?
Shook that boy up out his shoes. Oh,
He's doing salsa, some type of dance.
Oh, my God. That boy left his cleats there on the sideline because he was gone.
We got Ralphie D. The statement game for him was the Broncos game. Put up 51, best defense.
Yeah.
Right.
Going with that one. Wayne Blackniak, when we were talking about leaders, said Dawkins was a true leader of that team.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
question.
Yeah.
Sean Spielman, resident Giants fan. Answer no. Of course not. Eagles not winning the Super Bowl. Saints and Eagles have great future, but a good start doesn't mean Super Bowl. You got a franchise QB. Don't blow his load already. He's hating.
All right, listen.
He's
Stop hating. Listen, you know he needs to worry about. He needs to worry about Macadoo.
No, listen.
He needs to worry about Macadoo right now.
This is
because he's horrible.
He needs
This
to
is
worry about quarterback,
what was the
too.
Giants fans'
His
name?
press
What
conference
was the
is
Giants
Sean
fans' name?
Spielman.
Sean Spielman, listen. Just go eat your Cheerios and be happy because next year your head coach will be Josh McDaniels and you're going to have either Jimmy G or Kirk Cousins. I'm calling it right now.
And you'll stink still.
And maybe, but it'll be better than McAdoo. And I just want to say to all the people, to all our supporters out there, listen, Denver had the best defense by the numbers. They're not the best defense in the league. They haven't been playing like it for a while.
Where's that D at?
Well, they on the field.
The best defense in the league is in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has
And guess
to be.
who's in charge? TC.
Look, listen, McAdoo would. This is the beauty of what everything is coming together. And why
I know what you're about to say. Are you about to say what I'm thinking you're going to say?
No, I don't think so. I never said this before.
Go ahead.
The reason why we're 8-1, a lot of things had to happen. We talked about players-wise, but you also talk about coaches-wise as well. If the Eagles never offered a job to McAdoo,
Who they wanted?
right? New York never offers a job to him. You see what I'm saying? If the Eagles, if they push that issue, because now you can say how he was playing. He wanted to do. He was bluffing all of them. Maybe he wanted Doug the whole time. But I don't think anyone could have seen this coming.
No.
It's 8-1 start. And really,
But that's when you talk about fate, though. And I said
oh,
that
yeah.
earlier. It's all this is fate, man. Like, listen, we wanted McAdoo. We
And
were
Gase.
courting him and Gase. We had Gase. I think we had Gase, or we were trying to get him in the building. He was almost there. But we wanted McAdoo to the point he was ready to come to us.
Yeah.
And the Giants say, no, we're going to keep you in house.
Yep.
But can you imagine? Let's think about this. All the Philly fans out there. Can you imagine if McAdoo was here in Philly doing what he's doing right now?
He looks like a Mr. Spielman.
He looks like a principal.
Mr. Spielman.
He looks like a principal.
Your head coach is like a sleazy gym teacher with a rusty whistle and high shorts.
He does.
You see what I'm saying? He's like just blowing a whistle.
Come on, give me 40
up that-
push-ups.
get
Give me
up that
40
rope.
push-ups. Give me 40 push-ups.
Like, to have that much talent and to quit like that.
Right.
I just don't get it. But really, I mean, I want to give Jacksonville some props because that defense, man, is just real. It's just
I haven't let up a TD to a wide receiver since week 1.
Yeah,
Right.
I fear for AFC teams.
Real deal,
I
Holyfield.
feel-
You know what's funny? Going back to that draft, I said it, and Ryan will attest to it, that the best player in that draft to me was Jalen Ramsey.
Yes,
sir.
Talent-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost was joking when we traded up to 2. Okay, we traded up to 2 to take Jalen. I mean, that's
I
how
would've
much
been fine. I would've been fine
That's
with
how
that.
much I loved him. Like, coming
Yeah,
out.
that kid is a
he
monster,
sets a
man.
tone.
Monster.
Bob Hartmanell's going to have a good showing this Sunday night. Zach Barrett-Carson throws for 350 plus this week. We pick apart their secondary.
Yeah, they're young. Yeah.
Bob Hartman wanted to know if it was Ryan talking behind the scenes. I told him yes.
Yes, sir.
Sean Spielman, of course. Cowboys 26, Eagles 20. Nelson has the yips. No, he doesn't. Justin Del Falco. Sorry, I'm late, fellas. What's going on? What up, Justin? And Zach telling Sean to knock it off. Stop it.
See, we ain't even got to fight our own battles here, man.
Kudos to Zach. Kudos.
Like, just if you're gonna come, join, but don't come out of pocket, because
especially when your team is like, what they want to. You just lost to San Fran. You shouldn't even be talking.
yeah, that's
Come
crazy.
on, man.
Yeah, that's bad.
He goes, Sean Spielman goes, McAdoo was a Walmart greeter who went 11-5 because of Spags Day. But Jerry
Welcome to
Reese signed
Walmart.
players they didn't need. Eli was playing, and they didn't sign O-line. Go Sixers.
Okay.
No, he's back. He's back at the family table when we talk Sixers. He's out.
Okay.
He's out.
All right.
NFL.
He's out for football.
He's at
but
the little kid table. During
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, you had
If
the little
not
kid
just the
table.
basement. If not to say no, you're in the basement.
You know what's sad, too? When the 49ers beat the Giants, the
Right.
49ers celebrated like they won the freaking championship. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, that was the battle of the 2 and 3 pick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's important.
That's what it was. It's important. Hey,
I told you. Listen, I said this. We have like a
chat.
Slack chat. But
We gotta throw you in there, man.
Facebook Messenger.
We're gonna throw you in there.
All right.
Constantly sports.
Yeah.
I said it 4 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Saquon will be a 49er.
You did say that.
And
I give
watch
you that.
out, because that's what made Atlanta's offense so prolific last year. Kyle Shanahan's run
That's a
scheme.
very good point.
His run scheme is amazing.
And he fits like a glove.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yes. And that's why I say, once again, Mr. Spearman, I will address you. Because, listen, I'm not sure if the 49ers want to keep Jimmy G. If the 49ers don't keep Jimmy G, they let go of McAdoo. You bring in McDaniels. You go get Jimmy G. You set.
We got to figure out what they're going to do with Eli first.
But he's gone. Like you can't.
So you really thinking Eli's going to be gone? See, I don't know. See, there's so many different scenarios. These next few months for the Giants are critical because
how
it's
old
going
is
to
Eli
shape.
now?
36.
Yeah, no.
Now here's on the flip side. I know we got to move, but Eli's 36, and I thought about it. Who was 36 and went to Denver?
Peyton.
So why not have Eli go over there for 4 years with that great defense? It's a perfect match. You never know.
But what is this Denver's defense? The biggest thing for me is how great are you now that the chips are like your back is against the wall?
Well, they're on the field too much, so you can't go by that. Listen,
That's true.
They're on the field a lot because
true.
their quarterbacks are so inept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, buddy.
I was going to say, I'll give you another team. Jacksonville. Tom, you'll know because I blew you up about like week 1. Jacksonville for Eli.
Yeah, I was set the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I was like, listen,
Yeah.
the only thing that make more sense is if Jacksonville sent their one to New York for Eli.
Yeah.
You bring back Tom Coughlin,
Yep.
Eli there. You should see the coverage that the way they play Jacksonville's offense.
9 in the box.
9 in the
Nine
box. Man-to-man all the time.
And he can't beat nobody.
And
No.
Bortles can't.
Nope.
He can't. He couldn't
You know,
hit the 6
you know
on
what's
that
funny?
Westbrook jersey.
You know what's
Hasn't
funny?
gotten any better.
Did you guys watch that game? Did you guys watch that game?
They should have lost.
When he threw that interception, I promise you I heard this. He threw the interception. I heard 4 people in the stand say, "Blake, you suck!" Like they like really hate this dude. Like seriously.
Can't blame him.
And
Yeah.
they could have had Derek Carr.
Oh my gosh.
Like, they could have had so many other like
How about Tyrod Taylor? He's on the bench
T-Mobile?
right now. Maybe
T-Mobile?
next year, going to Jacksonville, that's a possibility. You never
Yeah,
know.
I talked to Buffalo fans, and they're tired of his act, too. He just can't get it done.
Yeah, he's-
His numbers are skewed. They show up in a box score different than they show in a game.
Yeah.
He's just hasn't
He's
gotten any
inconsistent.
better.
He's
Yeah,
inconsistent, yeah.
yeah.
Now, if I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, just as you started off with 5-1, 4-1, now you're 5-4, maybe 5-5.
They're tanking.
But
They're tanking, bro.
They tanked.
They're tanking.
They tanked in a way. It was like undercover.
Yeah, it was on the low.
It was
low
like
key.
almost, it was. They didn't want to win at the beginning of the season.
Right. They
And-
didn't. They traded Watkins.
Yeah.
Think about it. They traded Watkins. They traded Darius.
They
traded
Darby.
Darby.
Traded Woods.
Traded
Well,
Woods.
No, Woods was a free agent.
Well, they got
so-
rid of Woods.
Yep.
So those are 5. That's 4 or 5 pieces right there.
Best talent.
Yeah.
Most talent. Yep.
So you're clearly, and then they got like a boatload. And I'm sorry, Reggie Ragland's another one. Don't forget about him.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He's on Kansas City. He's starting.
Oh man.
Poonie thinks that Denver will get Kirk Cousins or Alex Smith next year. They're 2 really good names.
I can see Alex Smith.
Yeah.
I think Kirk wants to hit that home run
Yeah.
and find free agents.
Jay Morella, my only concern with Philly sports right now, can JoJo stay healthy? And I believe he can.
Yo, did you not see it? How many? He's averaging like 35 minutes a game this
He
week.
dropped 46. That's all I got to say. He dropped 46 against the Lakers the other day.
And listen, people, Embiid this is like his 7th year playing the game.
He said he's only 69%. He said that.
But see, I think he was just trying to be a smartass because he said 69.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
You think he's being funny?
He knows that.
He is.
being
He
funny.
is.
Let me tell you something. There's not a big man in this league in the low block that's going to stop him. Some guy tried to argue with me the other day saying
Okay.
DeMarcus Cousins. I said he'll eat DeMarcus Cousins up and eat his lunch and
And
whatever
when you
else. I mean,
get him on the low
nobody's
block, yeah.
handling him. Towns can't handle him in the low block.
No.
There ain't a big in this league when you're down in the block
Nope.
that can handle him.
No.
You know, guy sent me DeMarcus Cousins' numbers. I said, bro, I don't need his numbers.
Right.
I watch enough basketball. I know his numbers. But he also, DeMarcus Cousins loves a 3-ball now.
Yeah,
He's not
he
a low
does.
block
Yeah.
dominant
Yeah.
guy. They're trying
Yeah.
to be stretch 4s and 5s and just
Bringing the ball down the floor.
yeah. All them two want to do
Yeah.
is just jack it with the
Now
Pelicans.
listen, I will say during that Clippers game in that first half of that second quarter, Embiid was he was trying to set a triple pick. I'm like,
Yeah.
they running the pick and roll at the top.
Yeah.
with Dario, here come Embiid. Like, listen,
Yeah.
dude, I know you want the ball. I know you the man, but I'm going to need you to fall back.
Yeah, he was doing
Let Ben do his thing.
Benny Dimes. That's the greatest name I came up with.
Benny Dimes?
Benny Dimes. I love that nickname.
Yeah, Benny Dimes, whatever you want to call him. Listen, as a Philadelphia sports area fan, if you're 4 for 4.
Or you're a connoisseur.
Yeah.
We're connoisseurs. Go ahead.
You can say it. It's connoisseurs,
But we say it the way we said connoisseurs.
So, but when you look at the Sixers landscape, you see what we have in the Eagles. Because when 11 steps on the field, you got a chance to win every week, no matter what. You're going to be in the game. And then when you see Simmons, you see Embiid, and you still got this other little Lexus over here, and Fultz still, he ain't even suit up yet.
Yeah.
He ain't even suit up yet. And then when you see Nolan Patrick and Provorov, and you see Connect, you see Ghost Bear. Look, I don't know any other 300+ pound black dude that's gonna sit on the couch and talk hockey.
Yes, yeah.
I'm just gonna toot my own horn.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Listen, and they should have won last night.
Yeah, they should have won.
They was up 2-0.
Yeah. But we're young. We're going to have those type of games where, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, when you look at it, why can't Why can't this be Boston? 5 years from now, why can't we be Boston?
Why can't it be better?
And
Right?
better.
Yeah. Why can't we be better?
Yeah. Why can't we be having parades every year with
Absolutely.
maybe 1 or 2
Who,
parades?
by the way, they're very spoiled. I don't know if you guys ever dealt with any Boston fans.
They are.
They're very spoiled.
They were spoiled people before that.
No, listen to them. They're complaining now. They're complaining.
They team won 14
Dude,
straight.
I listened to the radio a couple times in Boston, like the last couple of weeks. They're complaining about different things regarding the Patriots, the defense. I'm like, dude, you just run like 46 championships. Why are you complaining?
You still got a problem?
See,
on.
this is why
That's
they're
spoiled.
This is why they're so stupid. Belichick, with the defense he has, he knows he doesn't have a shutdown defense.
Right.
He gonna let you do whatever you want inside the red zone.
Yeah.
Once you get to that red zone, he tighten up.
Yep.
Tighten up. That's why you give them field goals, and why we go the other way, get
Exactly.
7.
We'll take a quick break in a minute after these comments, and we'll continue doing everything we're talking about. But a couple comments coming in. Bob Hartman, Jay responding to Jay Morella. JoJo putting up big numbers, then comes out and says he's not even in basketball shape yet. Oh, my, please stay healthy. He'll be fine. Zach Barrett, Ben Simmons, and JoJo reminds him of Penny Hardaway and Shaq with the Magic. It's a good one, Zach.
That's a good one.
Sam Nelson, when did DeMarcus Cousins play defense?
Never.
Bobby Hartman, Benny Dimes averaging 18 points and can't even shoot. It looks like he's playing NBA. That Clippers game, Sacramento. It looks like he's playing NBA 2K and holding the button in a little too long.
He was.
I'm like, release it.
He was.
But he's another worker, man.
Yeah.
I think the kid, when I saw him and Lou after the dunk,
Yeah.
and a vet who's been around forever,
Right.
and the smile, and it's
Yes.
like, man, this kid's a good kid, too.
Yes,
like,
he is.
the
Yes.
other NBA vets are starting to say, whoa, and the respect's getting real all around. But we'll continue Eagles talk. We'll do a little Eagles-Cowboys preview.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about teams we should worry about. Everything's on the board right now. Everything's on the table. Talk about whatever.
Yes.
Jim Schwartz's imprint, Dougie P's maturation as a coach, the Eagles statement game. Let us know what that is.
Yes.
Wentz's maturation. Howie's best move. We'll talk about that. Continue that conversation as well. And our poll question: will the Eagles win the Super Bowl? All that, much more on the other side. This is Philly Sports Guys, A2DRadio.com. And this segment was brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Fellas, you ever come in from that baseball or football game and your woman won't come near you because you stink beyond belief? Then you need Soap Stash. You should never settle for a generic hygiene product that only covers up the stench. Treat your skin with the best nutrients. Feel clean with the only soap you'll need. The highest grade carrier oils are ingrained in all of their products, which are 100% natural and terrific for your skin. No sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, and synthetic fragrance free. Contact Soap Stash for your sample package and give your woman what she deserves. You can contact Soap Stash at 844-890-3197 or visit them on the web at soapstash.com or Facebook at Soapstash LLC. Once again, their number is 844-890-3197. Soap Stash, the new soap standard. A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300. 822-889-3300 or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300 or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300 or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
folks? Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome back, Philly Sports Guys, A2DRadio.com, live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios, BMW Atlantic City. We're off exit 17 of the Parkway. Find them online, BMWOfAtlanticCity.com. Show's brought to you by our certified public account. Make them yours, Gibson Mayer LLC. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. Tom Arnone, Aaron Robbins, Peter Evans.
Peter Young.
Ryan Broder on the ones and twos. Yo, I was thinking about the
Young
whole
Peter.
break. Like, let me get it right. Let me get it right. You know why? There's a guy who runs an Eagles group named Peter Young. And I don't know why it was just in my head.
Interesting.
He's probably a great guy too.
I don't know about that.
Some of the things he says I don't buy into, but I buy into what you say.
At least he has a good name.
Our poll question, real simple today. Will the Eagles win the Super Bowl? Yes or no? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Right.
A2D Radio is where you can find us. We'll do Eagles-Cowboys preview. Continue to talk about contenders in the NFC. Jim Schwartz's imprint on the date. Let us know. Dougie P's maturation of a coach. What statement game, what win throughout this schedule, these 8 wins, really said to you when you're sitting back, wow, man, I can start believing. I can finally let my guard down as a Philly fan and say, maybe we can.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. Recap Howie's big moves. You know, we were talking about 2017 moves.
Yes.
I know you went back and did a little 2016.
Brandon Brooks, right?
Brandon Brooks. I mean, I don't know when Kerry was signed. Was he 15?
Yeah, no, he was last year, but
Yeah, he was
that's
16.
Safe
last
to
year.
say he didn't earn his keep last year.
No,
But he's starting to come around
this
now.
year he's earning his keep.
Yeah.
But then he goes in the Chris Longs and adding and getting deeper on the
one
D-line.
year deals, the 1 year deals. Players that have won before, recently won like New England won the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
Albeit 20-3, they still came back and they won.
You guys, you actually have guys from the New England Super Bowl. You got guys from the Ravens Super Bowl with Ray Lewis. I mean, these are guys that were pillars of that
So
team. You know.
to speak about what we talked about, proven winners on the field. So you just said the Ravens. Howie maybe took a page out of his own book, even in the front office, because he's like, look, I need a proven winner who's been around an organization that has won a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Hence why you have Joe Douglas there.
And who did he come from? Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah.
And who did Ozzie Newsome come from?
I don't know.
Cleveland. Belichick.
Oh, really?
Yes, 95 team. You ever watch that the documentary? Cleveland. That's probably one of the, if you watch that, probably one of the greatest documentaries because it gave you the ground print of how everything started.
Right.
And honestly, if Modell doesn't move that team together, team.
Oh, that's documentary.
Because I mean, look at the guys that were there. Dimitrov from Atlanta was there.
Yeah.
Polio, Scott Polio, that was on Kansas City, New England. Ozzie Newsome.
Yep.
I mean, there's like Tannenbaum was there.
It's almost like the Packers.
Yes,
trade.
it's of the GMs. I mean, everyone. Mangini was there.
Right.
I mean, there was so many guys. Saban was there.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
All
Saban
those
was
guys was all on Cleveland 95. So that was like a big thing.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think the turnover chain has a place in the NFL?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love the U, baby. I mean, when they use back college footballs back, I don't know. Maybe I got to think for the criminal and not the convict and not the Catholic. Maybe I'm buying into the convict game. But when the U was winning back in the day, the swagger that they play with, every player that came in the NFL had that swagger. From the late Sean Taylor, who's my favorite safety outside of Brian Dawkins. And listen, I hate to say because it's a worldwide leader.
It's hard.
I might have loved Sean more than B-Dog at one point. I'm sorry. I hate people are going to crush me.
But that's
that
real.
Man was
But that's real, though.
Yeah.
That's real.
It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
And all the guys, man. I mean, the list goes on to the greats that came out of the U.
Yeah.
From Ray,
Ed Reed.
Irvin, the playmaker. You know, I hate the Cowboys, but growing up, I loved the playmaker.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah.
How could you
Lamar
not?
Thomas.
It just goes on.
Yeah.
So them winning games and the turnover chain
Yes.
and the whole vibe back, it feels good. I don't know. People hate the U. I love the
Real
U.
quick off the subject. I'm just switching gears. I know we got to move on, but college basketball. Who's your squad?
Oh, God.
I know you're going to get back. Who's your squad?
I don't listen to me with college sports. I never really linked to a squad per se. I was a UNC guy growing up because the GOAT was my guy.
Okay,
All right?
I'll give you
know
that.
what I'm saying?
Okay,
and he was my guy.
I like that. I respect
So,
that. That's much respect. Much respect.
It's fraudulent. Let me be real. It's
yeah.
completely fraudulent. I had UNC shit in my room. Grow up, Peter Pan. It was fraudulent. But that's who. But nowadays, I just love watching college basketball.
Well, you know, there's a prestigious school.
Be prepared to get sick.
There's a prestigious school in Durham, North Carolina, who happens to wear royal blue, and right now we're basking on another year. Fans out there, everyone out there, Duke Blue Devils will win it all. I'm saying it now. I'm rubbing the crystal
Look
ball,
at the rivalry
predicting it. We will win. Don't be upset. That's what we do. We win championships. Duke Blue Devils.
Listen. Just
Thank
because
you.
you know, Grayson the Chipper will not make it in the league.
Here we go.
You mean tell me Grayson?
And I agree with you. I agree with you on that
okay, don't.
If JJ can redefine his game in the league,
that is true.
The difference between JJ and like a Jimmy Fredette, for instance, like JJ was able to learn how to get to the basket a little bit more, learn how to move off, do stuff without the basketball.
Yeah.
And once JJ developed that part of his game, that's why he can make $22 million like that. But I mean, Grayson has a toughness to play at the next level.
Yeah. Right. He has a skill too. He's a
Can
scorer.
he have it up here?
Right, that's the
to
problem.
be at the next
Right, that's the
level.
problem.
That's
That's
the
the problem.
question.
His release isn't as quick as JJ's.
No, it's hard to find it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
That's
right.
what I'm saying. So to get that shot off like that,
Listen, he's one of those guys that he could slide in that second round late. He may get on the team. You know, if he works hard, you never know. Anything can happen.
No, he does.
So
we got a million coming in right
ahead.
now. Bob Hartman, it's a great one when we talk about signings.
Okay.
Rodney McLeod, that's one I was looking at earlier that I really like. You know, a guy who lays the one, ain't afraid to get his nose dirty,
Yes, sir.
his beak wet, and does. And when you don't talk about your safeties, they're doing something right.
Yep.
And Malcolm Jenkins, another good signing, great signing. And look what happens, Pete Aaron, when you can put the man and leave him at safety and not get cute and say, I'm going to move him to the slot where I already know he can't cover because that's why he became a safety, and I'm going to hurt two positions to try to fix one. That's why I love when they said, hey, Lane's saying at right tackle this year.
Yes.
We're not moving him. My neighbor across the street, my man, 6'8", 3-something.
wow, oh Lord.
Penn-Talking, offensive lineman, and Penn-Talkin's got a good rap of
pedigree,
sending out big-time players.
John Taylor, all those guys.
West Virginia, Virginia guy, D1 guy, and I sat with him after the night after the Peters, and I asked him, because I had my feeling on it. I said, is it an easy transition, John? He said, listen to me, it's not. He said, that plant foot is so different. And I said, that's all I need to know. Because I want a whole season, all season of him getting ready to play left tackle. Not do it mid-season, hurt two positions for one. And you see Doug was smart, and they learned from some mistakes, the maturation.
Yes. Most people, but most defensive linemen, most premier defensive linemen line up on the right side of the line anyway.
Okay.
So, it's true. The blind side is sort of overrated a little bit.
It is a little bit. So that's why I'm glad we had the better athlete, our most athletic offensive lineman on the right side, because that's where you're gonna run into a Von Miller.
And then let's put it down. Let's just say this. We already said Brandon Brooks is balling right now.
Yes.
Right now, he's probably one of the top guards in the league right now. So you keeping Lane Johnson and him together. That's a force right there, man.
Yeah.
And you don't want to disturb that.
Run to the right side.
And Jason Kelsey's played great.
And Jason
Yes.
Kelsey
Had
is doing a
really
great job.
bad last 2 years.
Yeah, we
and
were
figured it
killing
out.
him. We were killing him.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Guys don't get it done. That's what we're here to do.
One of the best pulling guards in the league.
Listen, he's back
Or
to
centers,
that.
rather.
He's back
Centers.
to that chip year, that first year when he had a really good season. TT Ballin, this is my guy, man. Trust the process, Ballin.
Okay.
He's the right thing. Trust it. My prediction on Wednesday's game was Sixers won, I guess 110, 100, and JoJo scores 50. They won 109. What did they win?
109,
No. Basically, he's saying that his prediction for the game versus the Lakers, he predicted that the Sixers would win 115-110, and JoJo would score 50.
Oh,
They ended up winning 115-109, and JoJo scored 46. So just already telling us what we already know, and that his
Somebody on the show Wednesday said JoJo's going to score 30 plus tonight because there's nobody in that block that's going to stop him. And
Wow.
we do.
Pootie Tang got guys from the Saints Super Bowl too, right? Yeah, Ellerby, right?
Yeah.
He was with them.
Yeah.
Bob Hartman. You guys hear Trotter's son is apparently killing it as a freshman at St. Joe's Prep. No, I didn't.
He is. Quick story. I happen to know Trotter very closely. He knows my family closely. Good guy, man. Good guy. But his son is better than his dad.
He plays his defense?
Yeah, linebacker. I'm telling you right now, and I've been watching him since he was a kid. His son is better than his dad. Yeah. You're going to hear a lot about Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Really?
And then the other son is actually better than him.
Really?
His younger son, Josiah. I mean, so guys, just look out for those two kids.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a problem. All right?
Man. Definitely, you got to get in genetics, man.
Yeah,
That's one
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Just keep
yeah.
it moving, keep it rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rob Hovey, what's up, fellas? Join the party late. What's up, Robbie? Zach Barrett, hell yes, Tom. It's all about the U. Grew up a Miami fan. My aunt was a graduate. Watched games at the Orange Bowl when Bo was there.
Okay.
And Jimmy
That was
Chonga
his first
asks
name,
us,
right?
it's actually
His first
interesting.
name. I wasn't going to read off his last name. That's too much for me.
Yeah.
He asked us if we continue this winning streak until week 15 when we have to go at the Giants, should we rest our starters after the first half?
No, you should
I'm
only
on the
rest
fence about that.
Yeah,
I'm on the
please,
fence
yeah,
about
go
that
ahead.
because we've seen years where guys they would rest the guys the last game of the season. Then that first game sluggish.
Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts I think did it one year and they almost lost the game.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want
that was that back and forth game. High scoring. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want him to sit. I don't want him to rest like that, but I don't want to even think about resting anything until we have the 1 seed locked up. You know what I mean? And I will say this, I am one of those people, you may feel differently. I do think we need to lose at some point.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
need to lose at some point. I don't
Well,
want obviously
we're going to lose. It's coming up because that trip to LA, I think it's
I don't want to lose either one of those.
LA, Seattle, and there's another. What's the game after that? There's like
The Giants.
that might be the game. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
You never
You
know.
want to lose a game, man.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
the fan base going to jump off the wall
Right,
or
but-
the bench as soon as we lose one. The sky's falling. Doug can't coach anymore. 11 ain't good. You know,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know the routine around
Yeah.
here. And that's the only reason I don't want to. But to tell the people, man, we're going to lose a game, and
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna-
okay. Right? You want to be humbled a little bit
Right.
going into the dance.
Absolutely.
I don't want to go in 15-1.
Yep.
Listen, I'm looking at a 13-3.
Yeah, that's what I was-
and
that's
being
what I was
completely happy and
Yeah.
having the 1 seed in the NFC.
TTB Ballin has a great comment here, two-parter. He says, isn't it interesting how the question marks we had going into this year, the O-line, the secondary, the backfield, they're all balling. That tells me Dougie P has these guys coached up.
Yeah, listen, man.
Absolutely.
He's spot on with that. But it all starts up there. You want to give credit to the players. At the end of the day, I'll sit here and preach it. Players win. You can look at TT can look at Brett Brown in this situation. You can draw a timeout. Had the greatest timeout plays drew up in the history of play calling. Okay, but when you got Tony Roten and a bunch of guys running your plays, nobody's gonna get it done. But I can go find 5 guys at a local park that'll get it done better. All right, but now when you start having talent to run a play,
Right.
I know it's a different sport, but the same thing.
Yeah.
When I have talent to run my play, I can execute it a little better.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes to Doug. Yeah, coaching up guys, getting them to believe. We talked about it in the offseason, getting guys to buy in, talking about how talented this roster was, comparing it to the Packers. But then, full circle, players got to win. Players are going to win, but coach got to put them in the spots to win and get them believing. And that's what Doug deserves a ton of credit.
Yeah.
And he's making them earn everything. You seen it most recently with the Ajayi trade. The Ajayi trade, he says, yeah, he's going to come in and earn his carries. So he's holding them accountable. I mean, and the mic'd up, when the game at sound effects that they have at the game, the San Francisco game, we came out flat. He's like, look, offense, you may not hear it in the media, but he gets with them. He's like, look, you better pull your head out your ass.
Yeah.
Pull your head out your ass because this ain't us. And this is the biggest thing. This isn't Eagles football. We talk about it before. We mentioned Joe Douglas' name constantly throughout the show. When you think about that, you don't think about a Pittsburgh Steeler. You don't think about a Baltimore Raven individually. You think about Pittsburgh Steeler, Baltimore Raven football. So now we're building a culture where you come in, you're a rookie, you come play Eagles football. Not Eagles player, not me. It's Eagles football.
Yeah,
the type of Eagles football we want to play.
And Pete, the only thing that burned Baltimore was having to give him $100 million.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real talk. I love the guy.
Yeah.
I grew up with the guy.
Yeah.
I played with the guy. But real's real. People in Audubon don't like me being real. I'm a hater, supposedly. Come on, man.
No, but you're
Remember
right.
who the leaders
You're
of that
right.
football team were. That leaders of the football team had to retire, and that was Ed and Ray. And anybody, don't get that twisted. Did Joe have a great playoffs run? Hell yeah, he did. But now, to a locker room, when you get that $100 million, you are the guy guys look to. When I used to tell that man, check the pulse in high school. If it ain't beaten, get the hell out of my huddle, because I felt it then. Now, I'm not, listen, the guy, you playing at the NFL level, okay?
Right.
Nobody's taking shots.
Right. No one's
It's
taking
just
shots.
real. But at the NFL level now, the whole team's looking to what guy? The leader, the $100 million quarterback. And when he's just not elite, that organization's going to go south because now they don't have the money to give to make it better around it.
It's a trickle down.
So this is why we talk about the window that we have right now, because Carson is on his rookie deal. You have extra money to free up.
At least 2 to 3 years. 2 years or so. At least 2 good years.
So you had that now where you can make these extra moves. You can make
The Jernigans.
Right. So now you see it. What's going to start happening is if we can keep this thing rolling beyond this season, which I definitely think we will because we have Carson,
Right.
you're going to start to see, okay, we're going to shy away from mainly splashing the free agency to where now we have to be so focused on the draft,
Right.
because you just want to keep infusing young talent
Yep.
that you can keep at a young value,
Right.
almost kind of like what Andy did. He had his core guys, and you re-up and you pay your
Right.
own, but you get your own.
Well, we're taking a pitch, and that's
Right.
that's great. We're taking a page right out of the Green Bay.
But
The
it's-
manuscript, if
but
you think
it's
about it.
even-
That's what
it's
Green
a more
Bay's done that
recent
for
book
many
than
years.
that.
Yeah.
It's a more recent book than that. Look like I said, look what Andy used to do and
Yeah.
Joe Banner used to do in the early 2000s. Look, Timmy Jernigan would have got more if he didn't
Yep.
hit free agency at the
Yes,
end of
he
the year.
would've.
So listen,
And
you know
guys
what?
are buying in.
Yes,
Guys,
They wanna
all these
come in.
guys
They
are
wanna
buying
come
in.
here.
Alshon Jeffrey had a
Right.
deal. I think it was 2 or 3 years offhand.
Minnesota.
Excellent deal. But he said, you know what? I want to play with 11.
Yep.
I see something in 11,
So
and I
listen.
want to be part of the culture.
I want to segue to something. I know this isn't on our sheet.
Are we talking about the knees? You going to bring it
No,
up?
no,
Okay,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
no. So we talked about Alshon wanting to come in, right?
Okay.
Philly's booming.
Okay.
It's a great sports scene. There's a free agent. I'm telling you.
Are we back on this again? Are we back on
I said
Hey,
it.
are we back on this again?
Why would you not want to come here?
You know, we argued that for a while. You and I, Tom, you was there. Tom, were you there when we talked about that?
Yep.
We argued about that for a while.
I'm just saying, when you have
It's not far-fetched no more.
when
It
you-
was at first.
right?
Right?
But not just because of the sport,
Okay.
but because of everything else. You want to come here. There's no reason why Philly can't be that spot.
Well, you know what? And I know you're talking about it. I'm waiting for you to say it. But that person, if they come here, the load wouldn't be so heavy. Because right now, as we speak, where they're at right now, the load's heavy for them. So if you
he's
come,
all they got. He's all the city got.
so if you're coming to 2 young dogs or 2 young alphas,
right.
right? So you're an alpha also, but you realize, you know what? I'm gonna get a little longer in the tooth,
Right.
right? So I don't have to be that alpha. I can be a beta.
Right.
Maybe so often some games I might have to be an alpha.
Right.
But on the main, I got 2 young alphas that I can actually mold.
Right.
And I can show.
You can mold, but then besides that, outside of your sport, you have another team that's also holding the mantle. So listen, you can come in, do your thing, and hopefully you still hungry because you want to win. Because that boy Benny Dons, like you said, I see him on the court. He don't care about going out.
Nope.
He don't care about no girls.
Nope.
That man got one thing. How Jameis was out
I
there.
told you.
How Jameis was out
Right.
there fraudulently
Right.
trying to eat a W. Ben really hungry for them W's.
Ben is hungry.
And he said he not happy with the way he playing.
Nah. And that's what you want, though.
Yes.
You want that in a young, and it's an alpha. He's an alpha. You want that in your young alpha. But your guy, what you're talking about is who?
Witness.
Who are we talking about?
Witness. I
Who we-
don't need to
Tom,
say his
you know what we
name.
talking about, Tom?
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm getting heat
Okay, I'm
over,
sorry.
over a draft. Go ahead.
We're talking about LeBron. We're talking about LeBron James coming to Philly.
Bronny.
Yeah. LeBron coming to Philly.
And you know the new narrative, I told you, we talked about this before
Yeah.
the show. The narrative now is, LeBron might want to go to New York to play with Porzingis.
Nah.
But then they finish it up with, but they're going to need another piece.
You don't
But my
need-
whole thing is, why go a little bit further south to Philly while you can play with Embiid and Simmons?
You're still in the big market. You're number 6. Let's say number 5 or 6 in that area.
He knows Simmons.
Knows
Obviously,
Simmons.
same agency.
Same agency, right?
Embiid, he's always complimented Embiid.
Yep. Play
Just
with him.
saying.
Just saying.
Never know.
And then when you have him here, you got. I mean, that would be like must-see TV. Philadelphia sports fan would lose their mind.
Might be
back.
on TNT and ESPN
Oh, my
every
gosh.
week.
Every week.
Every week.
That-
It might
every
never
week.
take us off. It might just be
Eagles on primetime
NBC
football.
Sports might just be bought out.
It's crazy.
We're not going to be able to cover games here.
Yeah.
ESPN, TNT are taking them all.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, hopefully.
And then and I'm glad you're saying this. With LeBron coming over, you'll get those veterans that that has still a couple years in them that'll come now.
Yeah, they'll want to be here.
That'll
too.
want to be here because you're not only playing with Ben, you're not only playing with Embiid, but you're playing with LeBron.
Right. Playing with
You know,
LeBron.
and guys will take less money to play with these guys.
But isn't this what the process was all about?
Yes.
You know, the acquire assets, talented
cash in.
Yeah.
assets, and then to build something to make that big splash guy want to
Right.
come here. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you could do that now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You could do that now. But, I mean, to get back to the Eagles, man, it's just you just see it. It's such an infusion because I think it made the other organizations in the city want to step their game up.
Question for you guys, and I just thought about this. When was the last time Dallas Cowboy Eagles week that you actually felt comfortable? That you actually said to yourself, you know what, we're good. I'm going to tell you my last time. The last time I felt like this was the Donovan scramble for 14 yards to Freddie Mitchell, and he said about time. That was the last time out of this rivalry I said, you know what, we're good. We got this. Right. And I feel like this now. It's leading up to it where I'm like, you know what, we're good. We got this.
Right. I feel like that now. I'll be honest with you. I felt like that last year in Dallas.
No, I didn't.
When we were at
we was at
Coal Fire Pizza.
Coal Fire Pizza, right.
And we were there, and quiet as kept. We should have won that game. But like I said, I kept saying the theme of last season was you had to learn how to win. People think it sounds so cliche, but you just can't go from 0 to hero and not have some growing pains along the way.
Detroit,
the Sixers did it. Sacramento, tough game, had a lead, blew it. The Clippers, they was in trouble. They was in trouble Monday night.
Yeah.
They was in trouble Monday night.
They was.
They won.
Yep.
But the Eagles last year, you seen it.
Yeah.
Dallas, week 6.
Detroit.
Giants. The Giants.
First game.
How many close games did we have? How many close games
I'm
did we lose
at least 4 last year. Giants, Detroit, Dallas, and I'm missing one. There's another one. Redskins. At FedEx.
Yep.
That was a game we should have won. So that was 4 games right there. And what, we 7-9 last year?
Yep.
So easily we could have been what?
10-6.
10-6.
11-5, maybe.
9-7, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that made it got you in the playoffs. But I'm glad we kind of went through that last year because you got to go through that struggle, that strife, for anything in life.
And Dougie was on the train. He was on the train job. What is it? On the job
job
training, if you will. He was.
The probationary period.
He was on his probation 90-day period last year.
But I like that he was balls to the wall last year.
He was.
And that's making a statement to my players that, like, man, I believe in you guys early on.
Right.
And I think that's all translated to this year as well.
Yeah.
Greg Mwakovic, good stuff, guys. Welcome to the couch. Greg's my
Thanks,
guy.
buddy.
It's good to be here.
Appreciate it, man.
PM.
I'm getting comfortable, by the way.
Yeah.
Zach Barr, we lose to Seattle, but bounce back with a double-digit win against the Rams. The Rams game will be the statement win. I like that.
I'm more scared of Seattle than LA. I think Schwarz can. His defensive scheme has been so far this year. I think we can match up better with LA because they got speed guys on the Rams and Sammy Watkins, and I think we can match that. The front seven. I understand we're the number 1 rushing defense. We haven't seen a lot of rushing attempts because teams have been playing from behind.
Right.
But I think we can still hold our own.
Yeah.
Seattle, I'm not scared.
Nah,
I'm more scared this week than I am scared of Seattle.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, listen, you know what nobody talks about this week is that front 4 for Dallas.
Oh, my. David
can
Irvin?
go get it.
Yeah,
They can go get it. DeMarcus Lawrence can come get you. And
but our saving grace is this. They have a young secondary.
You got to know it, though.
And he's going to get – listen, but you got to – see, the thing is this. You got to unloosen that defense up. And how you loosen the defense up? Throwing screens, running to the edge, running right at them. That's what you got to do. And then eventually, once we set the tone with that, then you can go down the field and expose those young cornerbacks. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. In the next couple of years, they're going to be a problem.
I said that.
They're going to be a problem.
Oh, I like Byron Jones.
Jordan, the kid from Michigan.
Jordan Lewis.
He's a problem. Cheeto.
They got the other boy, Anthony Brown.
And then Byron can play,
and Byron can play, too.
We talked about Byron. I mean,
they're going to be a problem.
Listen, real's real. You know, they're not. Yeah. This isn't a cupcake by any stretch.
No.
You got a desperate team that's going to lay it out. It's a rivalry. It's national TV.
It's going to be tight.
Sunday night. I mean, they're going to bring it. So, to the people out there, I just want to win, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care in this league if it's ugly, if it's pretty. I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
I wake up Monday morning with a dub in my pocket, and I feel good.
Now, do you get your coffee from Dunkin' Donuts?
Nah, because I'll shit too much. I can't. Here it is right here. I'm waiting for him to call.
That's your caffeine?
I'm waiting for him to call for the advertisement.
Yeah, I was going to say that,
we got a bunch on Stephen A. stuff on YouTube in regards to the process. Pootie Tang says, well, first, Jimmy Changa, I can't see anything other than 14-2. I know Bob Hartman was saying that, on Facebook that you do the loss. He doesn't have a problem with the loss. He just wants to be timed out well.
Okay.
And that fits perfectly. So Jimmy Changa, 14-2 is fine. 13-3 works for me as well.
Right.
Pootie Tang, if Fultz comes back and pans out, do you start him over Reddick this season? Well, we can talk about it, but I think Fultz, I don't want to get too deep in the Sixers, but I think Fultz is a good guy to run your second unit right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get deeper into that as Sixers go on. Stephen A., in terms of Pootie Tang, Stephen A. hates the Sixers. Laugh off, and TT
This
Ballin.
is the team he used to cover, right?
Yeah, well, he used to cover the Knicks, and he covered the Sixers for a little bit too.
Yeah.
TTP, I like Steven a lot, but he's got to get off the tanking for the season shit. When we win a chip, is that when he's going to still be preaching? And he said he also picked. Todd says he picked the Wentz over Dak. Oh well.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he needs to get off of that. That's the only way in this league you can get better when you're in the situation the Sixers were, and a lot of teams are, is to lose and to get high picks and hope you hit.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can get better in this league. That's on the league, not the Sixers.
Earlier on, Justin Henschel, he said, and this goes into a question I have for you guys. He says, there was not one bad free agency move or trade this year, believe it or not. And if you believe that, which one was the quote-unquote worst one and which one was the best?
For the Eagles.
For the Eagles, correct.
Worst one, which one was the best?
I mean, the only one you could say worst one was Chance Warmack, but you're just taking a shot there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm literally looking.
Yeah, you're just rolling the dice.
You know, and the best one this year, you know, even though he hasn't played,
Darby?
but the spiral effect has to be Darby.
Yeah.
To me, you know, like Pete said earlier on, creating a competition back there. You know, I love Jalen. You know, I think Jalen's a legit
Jalen's a
one.
dog, man.
I think he covers Dez all night, Sunday night.
Yes.
You got to put Darby on Terrence Williams.
Yeah.
Darby's not built to Jalen isn't built to cover Williams.
No.
He's not.
No, so but for me, when I look at to answer that question, I mean, the worst move I would have to agree, Chance Format. The best I look at for what we did for what value and long term. And I gotta say the Jernigan, man. You gave up 25. You get 25 spots or something like that. You just swap spots and you took something, and now you were able to re-sign him.
And then you let Logan go. And he had better production than Logan.
Yeah,
that was the key. Because even though I like Benny Logan, there were some games where he just took off. He didn't show up. But getting a younger Jernigan, right, 2 or 3 years younger than Logan, and a guy that had more sacks coming in, coming into the lineup, and then pairing him with Cox. Because watch this, these guys, they command so much attention. You're freeing up everything for BG. And you're freeing things up for Curry.
Before all that, the most important thing that Jernigan does is it lets defense have to be honest.
Yeah.
And it lets Cox, you know what? It's almost like Cox is that dude where they roll out and he all chained up like Frankenstein. And they just take all the chains out and just go kill.
And just,
go.
Yeah.
Because now you won't see double, triple teams. Because if you do that, Jernigan going to feast.
Yeah.
He's not the level of a Cox, but you got to respect that.
Right.
And I said it again, and I'll say it, as you say, twice on Sunday. And the whole side cups tell me I'm wrong.
Right.
There's not one offensive lineman in this game that can block Fletcher Cox.
No.
I've been hearing all this Aaron Donald love. Don't get me wrong.
He's doing his thing.
Aaron Donald looked better in the uniform. He got a better build, but I take Fletcher Cox all
Me
day.
too. All right, for me, real quick. The trade. The best thing was the trade. Getting rid of Matthews and going with Aguilar. Putting all your baskets and saying, look, Aguilar, you're our guy. Everyone, Hampton Hall said, oh, man, what are they doing?
Right.
Aguilar's not ready. We just getting ready to get rid of him.
Right.
But the fact that they saw something in that kid and they saw his work ethic and making that trade, and Matthews was Wentz's guy.
Yeah.
That was his boy.
That was his boy.
That was his boy.
He was sad when he left.
He was sad. But the fact that Howie said, you know what, I believe in this guy. So that, to me, that was the biggest move right there. Making that move, having the guts.
And when you
to do it.
compound that, when you bring in Alshon and Torrey Smith, that wide receiver room, when you're watching the film every day and you have proven veterans there who have done it at this level, who are telling you, look, kid, you'll be all right. You got the talent.
And guess
you know what? I mean?
Don't forget about Mac Collins. Drafting Mac Collins. That's a low-key move, but that's substantial. And that's your replacement next year for either Jeffrey or Smith.
It's your replacement for Torrey Smith.
Yeah, Torrey Smith. Either one of them.
I think Mac
And
Collins.
the Jernigan one, you know, to just add on to it, you know, don't be mistaken. Fletcher Cox is part of him getting that money.
Yeah.
You know, going up top and saying how much he loves playing alongside of him.
Absolutely.
Some of the things you heard from Fletcher.
Absolutely.
He definitely had a big part in that one.
I know this one is recent. I know we're still on an all-time high on it.
Right.
But the steal to get a Jai was,
Oh,
especially for the future.
He said fleeced. He fleeced him again.
fleeced him.
Well, you know, backstory. Him and, I didn't even notice, Howie and Tannenbaum were together. I think
They always do business.
Was it in Green Bay? Either Green Bay. We can check that. They were interns, I think, at Green Bay together.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Quick backstory.
I think it's more than just fleece. What's the word? I'm about to get on my Game of
Who
Thrones
winked?
shit right now.
Who winked?
He flayed that man.
Sir, I went to flay.
Flayed all the skin off that man twice.
I haven't watched that yet. I gotta watch that. Game
You
of
never
Thrones.
watched Game of
I
Thrones?
gotta binge watch it.
You do have to binge watch.
Yeah, I gotta watch binge watch. I gotta binge watch.
Jimmy Changa, I still wish we hadn't let Connor Barwin go, and then he message retracted. So I guess
he changed his mind.
I guess he is okay.
Yeah, he has to be. He wasn't. He wasn't a
it wasn't a good
defensive
fit.
end.
He wasn't a 4-3 guy.
Yeah, it wasn't a
He's
fit.
a
Wasn't a
3-4
fit.
outside linebacker.
Good locker room guy. Good off the field. Does a great for his community. The community he was here.
Yep.
But hey, not a good fit.
No.
T.T. Bone, I haven't heard Jordan Matthews' name all season. Todd Womack says exactly. And, yeah, that's a fleece one. And like you said, getting rid of the contagiousness that was the drops, I think really just did. And then bring in vets who catch a football. Did wonders.
It's addition by subtraction because you let that young stud get up there. You know what I mean? You let Aguilar loose and say, look, let's go ahead. In the slot, when you think of a slot receiver, you think of a Sterling Shepard, you think of a Cole Beasley.
Yes.
You think that's just in your division.
Right.
They're explosive. Jordan Matthews is just okay. You're a possession wide receiver. I don't need that from the slot. I need that person.
You gotta have that wiggle.
Yeah,
you need that wiggle.
I need that little Nelson.
Yeah, give me that wiggle.
I need a guy who's a great route runner, quick in and out of his breaks. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Let's go Eagles Cowboys preview.
Yes.
Right, let's get score,
Yes.
prediction, player of the game, and you can give me offense, defensive player of the game as well. We can double dip it.
Go ahead, Pete. Let you go first.
Defensive player of the game. I'm gonna go with Derek Barnett. I like what the person in the comment. My man gonna have 6 sacks in the second half of the year, yo.
What? You think so?
He's starting to.
He's got 4 right now. Got 4 or 5.
I think he got 4.
I think we predicted 9 though.
Yeah,
I think we did predict that.
But you're starting to see he's starting to get his legs, and look when them offensive linemen are on the field, and he's just fresh and like Schwarz runs him out. He gets in that hole, like you said. We talk about it all the time in basketball. You don't need a starting 5. You need a 6-7 man rotation.
Yeah.
Same thing when we come to defensive line.
Yeah.
Swap 4 in, swap 4 out. I don't know if you saw the look. They did a look against Denver where it was Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox as your tackles, and it was Vinny Curry and Derek Barnett as your defensive ends. Go ahead and stop that if you want to.
And see, Derek Barnett's got that motor, man. That was one of the things they said. That's one of the things they said when Kuiper and McShay. You know, McShay, when he loves you, he just loves you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things he said. He said that this kid has that motor. Right. He's not the greatest athlete in the world. He's not, the kid Myles Garrett that was a freak athlete. He was a freak. But he said, but Barnett gets it. He's got the work ethic, and he has that motor where he's going to keep coming. Right. And you can see it. It's evident.
Now, for me, offensive player of the game is my boy. Get it? Choo Train. J-Train all day. J-Train all day. Because I look at it because we talked about David Irvin, DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know who the 2 starting D tackles are. So you run it down. You run it down their throat.
Run right at him.
Run right at him. And they don't have no Sean Lee. They got Jalen Smith, but Jalen Smith still, this is his first year back. He may be getting somewhat back physically, but mentally processing the game. He's playing a step slow.
Right.
And in the NFL, if you're a split second too slow, boom, they passed you.
Right.
So that would be my defensive player of the game, Derek Barnett. Offensive player of the game, Jay Ajayi, because he's had a full almost 2 weeks to fully get encompassed into the game plan, and I think they're going to have things for him. Obviously, I think the Eagles will win the game. People saying they're going to blow them out. I see it's on paper, but it's still going to be a division.
Yeah.
I think they'll win by 7. To me, that's tight.
Okay.
A 7 point win, a touchdown win is tight.
Right.
I'm looking for the score to probably be around.
Okay.
I say it's probably going to be something crazy like, say, 30, 34. Well, I can't see them putting up 27 against us. I mean, I know we're going to at least get 20.
And then also they have a field goal kicker problem because Bailey's out. So that's another thing you got to factor in too.
So I'm gonna say 27-17.
Okay. For me, real quick, prime time. Everyone's saying Dak versus Wentz. Everyone last year was saying Dak. Dak is up there. Wentz is here. But this year's different. And Wentz right now is prime time. Big lights, big city. Everyone's watching. I got Wentz being the MVP of the game. I see him having 2 to 3, maybe 3, maybe 4 touchdowns. There's a possibility. You never know. But I really see Wentz coming through this game, and I really see him showing why he is the MVP. So I can see that happening. Defensive-wise, I'm thinking there's going to be a pick. There's going to be some turnovers. And I'm going with Malcolm Jenkins. I think Malcolm Jenkins, he's the leader of the defense. I mean, he's going to step up, and he's going to show why he is the leader of the defense. Right. So I can see him having a pick. He might even have a pick 6. When's the last time you had one? It's been a minute. So I see something of pick 6 coming. I'm going Malcolm Jenkins, and score I'm looking at. I'm going to go. I'm going 31-19.
31-19.
31-19.
I really can't see them putting up 20 against them.
Yeah, 31-19.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. My offensive guy is first. When I first went through it, it was going to be Lane Johnson to me. You got to stop. You got to slow down DeMarcus Lawrence. That's their guy on defense right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but obviously you're not going to give it to a right tackle. Right. Not going to be the player of the game. So I'm going to go Nelson in the slot again.
Okay.
Who are you going to put on him? Who's going to be your matchup? He exposes a lot of slot guys.
Scandrick.
Then I think he'll expose Scandrick with no issues. Defensively, it's that D line to me as a whole. Player of the game, but I'm not going to go Barnett. Obviously, I'll go Fletcher.
Okay.
I'll go Fletcher to dominate under the lights, earn that 106 on Sunday night, and that's where I'm going on the YouTube. We got a bunch of them. I'll fly through them.
Okay.
TT Ballin, Birds 33-10. Todd Womack, Eagles 42-14. Player of the game, Jay Train. Defensive player game, Jalen Mills.
Okay.
Pootie Tank, 37-13 Eagles. MVP, Jalen Mills. Offense MVP, Carson Wentz. So we got some blowouts going on here.
Yeah.
At Pietros, Eagles 30, Cowboys 21. And he called them the Blow Boys.
I could dig it.
TT Ballin, I think Darby will struggle a little coming back. He very well could.
Yeah.
And I think TTB.
They don't have that speed guy to make Darby pay.
Nah.
No, I mean, outside of Terrence Williams, who,
And they both banged up, too. Dez just started practicing yesterday, and Terrence Williams had a bad ankle as well. So they're banged up.
I know we're seeing on the YouTube chat, we're seeing a lot of blowout scores. And I'm not saying that can't happen. The main thing is, this is the Cowboys. They know this is their season.
Yeah, this is the rivalry.
This is what you got to do.
Back against the wall, yeah.
Back is against the wall. This is what we had to do with the Giants that week. You go in there, you know you're the better team. Play like it. Ride that wave, especially that first quarter. Take
that first drive or two. Yep.
Right.
Take it.
Right.
Take it. This is what it's. Whoo! Listen, I'm gonna say. I didn't think I was gonna
felt
get.
it.
I
You
didn't
felt
think I was gonna get in the rest of the night. But like my man said, and it's a great 30 for 30 with a Nature Boy.
Okay.
Please go and watch it.
Man.
To beat the man, you gotta beat the man. It's one thing getting the title. It's one thing getting that chip. It's one thing being the best team in the NFL with the best record. It's another thing to be able to handle that opponent's best. Because look, we always wanted to beat. When the Sixers was bad, you always want to beat the best team. When the Eagles are bad, and those not beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys are going to win Super Bowls, but that week, you knew you was going to give everything you had to Dallas. And now it's just vice versa.
Right.
You're going to get Dallas' best game. The coaches are going to be up for it. It's Sunday Night Football.
Right.
We haven't played in a week, in almost 2 weeks. So, listen, ride it out. Take it. This very well could be that statement game.
You know what's funny, though? I'm glad you said that. Here's the key, I think, for Dallas. And I'm just saying this because I kind of see this. The whole thing, everything's on Dak right now.
Yeah.
Dak's got to do so much in this game because, first of all, Zeke's not there. The running game's not there. All the pressure's on Dak. I want to see what Dak's going to do in this pressure because last game we saw what happened.
He never did that, though. He's never done what they asking. Even back to Mississippi State, Rain Dakota Prescott has never, ever been that dude. Never. So Cowboys fans, he's not that guy. He's a guy. He's not that guy.
Nope, he's not the guy.
Nah.
He's not.
He's got to have a piece around him.
Right.
He does.
He's got to have a piece around him.
His
Right.
situation where he is right now for the next 7 games, or how many games are left in the season for them, is what Carson had all last year.
And see, that's the problem because a lot of Cowboys when they were saying that last year that no, Dak is better, this
man,
and that.
stop.
But if you would have put Wentz last year on that team, on Dallas's team, can you imagine where they would have been?
Probably win a playoff game or two.
Right.
And not get knocked out.
Right.
Bob Hartman, I'm going to go with Nigel on defense and Nelson on offense. Birds 31-17.
Yeah.
And he said, damn, Tom, save offensive player of the game. We think a lot. That's another great signing that we didn't talk about was Nigel. That's to add on. You got something else over there?
Well, there's a couple more predictions. We have Jimmy Chonga saying 56-21 Eagles. Eagles.
Man.
Wentz breaks the TD record. And
Madden
has
on easy.
8.
Madden on easy.
Are we getting off the sticks at 21?
Madden on easy.
Are we getting off the sticks at 21? That's 20. Remember that 21 rule and on Madden? Remember that? Remember that? Can't play no more. Get off the sticks.
Yeah.
Get off the
If
sticks.
you got a guy waiting. 21 with the ball back. It's over. It's over.
He says Alshon Jeffrey for TTP Ballin. He says Alshon Jeffrey for offensive player of the game. Michael Kendricks for defensive player of the game.
2 good ones, TT.
Zill Jones says don't forget about Brandon Graham, player of the game. Birds 34-13.
I like that score a lot.
And this is going to be one of the rare times I disagree with TTP Ballin. Not on the score, not anything like that.
Yeah.
But he's worried about Darby. I have Darby having 2 interceptions, including 1 pick 6.
Listen, he might not be on the field as much as you guys think he's going to.
Well, he's going to make the most of it then.
Well, he better. And no, I just think, and it's not you. I just think everybody expects like Darby to come back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dion, prime time, prime.
Well, you got to look good, play good, be good, everything.
It's only one prime time, man.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, he's good. He's good, and he should have a good game. Zach Burr, 35-17 Eagles. Carson, player of the game, 350, 4 TDs. Ertz has 10 catches for 150. None of that sounds crazy to me.
Right.
Wayne Blackniak, 42-17 Eagles, D-line and offense line. Listen, with all the scores as high as they are, leads me back to a one-score game, a 10-point game. I'm not buying in to this. This is a blowout Sunday night.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm hoping it is, but I'm not buying in, nor because I'm not going to let myself down, because anytime you beat the Roach is a dub. I don't care how you beat him. We've dealt with Tommy Hutton. We've dealt with
Tommy Hutton.
That was a win.
Yes.
That was a dub. I got grounded for like a month, maybe 2 months. I was crying. My mom was dragging me down the stairs because my cockroach uncle and cousin were Roach fans, and I knew I was going to deal with the phone call. I couldn't take it. I was an emotional roller coaster. You don't know what we've been through. So I'm not sitting on no goddamn pedestal when it comes to playing the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
I just want Monday morning to be a win.
9-1.
I don't want to be miserable to my wife.
Yeah, listen.
Come on, guys. I'll be a miserable son of a bitch Sunday night. Going into Monday.
I don't have the problems with the runs and coffee. I'm going to kick my feet up real quick on Monday.
You getting double D's? You getting double D's, yeah.
Get my $1 coffee on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And the day they play, you get $1 coffee as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, TTP, Will Kane's a jackass. I like Will Kane a lot, but he's so wrong about it. He looks at evidence. He likes facts, evidence, and reality, so he goes Dak over Wentz. Listen, man, watch the footwork in the pocket. Yeah. Watch the accuracy issues, stuff that Dak has not gotten better with. Right. That man cannot sit in the Kansas City game. The reason he was successful is because the best left tackle in the world was playing, and they couldn't get any pass rush on him.
And they
had 2 days to throw.
That's what I'm saying. People don't understand that Zeke is a Ferrari. I say it all the time. Zeke is a Ferrari.
He that Bugatti, man.
Dak has had that luxury since he's been there. Having Zeke. Wentz hasn't had that.
No. And now that they can run the football, how much easier is his life?
Right.
But just look at the two in a bubble and which one pops out of the bubble for you. It's easy, Carson Wentz. If you think for a second that Dak Prescott can hold his jockstrap on a bad day, it's crazy talk. Right. I mean, Carson Wentz is like Pete said, Dak's never had done it, even at Mississippi State. When you look at Carson, that's your quarterback for the next 15. Yes. That's a franchise changer. Yeah. Dak's just a guy. Right. And not a stepping stone. Not saying he can't play in the league for 8 to 10. Right. But he's never going to be that carry.
Well, he doesn't even have the command that Carson has. Look at the command that when Carson goes to the line, he's barking out all the cadence. He's calling all the line protections. Right. Zach doesn't have that command like Carson has. He doesn't.
Not yet. And he might never will because he's never had it.
So let's just go back and look at some history here. And this just came to me. Dallas has never had the best quarterback in the league, yet they have 5 chips. At any point in given time in the league, they never had that best quarterback. They've always had a great assembly of players.
Right, around it.
Aikman, Irvin,
Emmett.
Nate Newton, pounds of weed in the trunk.
Pounds of weed, right. The White House.
You get back to the 80s.
Quarter sack.
You had Stauball, Dorsett. You had them. They were together. Yeah. See, this is the thing. People don't realize, and Cowboys fan, you're so lucky, is that when you come into the league and you are a high draft pick quarterback,
right?
Most times, 9 out of 10 of the times, you're not coming into a ready-made situation.
Very true.
No.
See, Carson, what we had last year, it was Carson got thrown in 4 days before the season started, and it was on a bad team.
He was throwing a door.
You know what? It wasn't as offensively. It wasn't good. It wasn't good enough.
Right.
But it was different because you were coming in as really like the 13th team in the. You're picking 13 that year.
Right.
So you weren't your usual bad number 1 or number 2 franchise like the Rams semi-wire in a way.
Right.
But both teams sort of did the same thing. Like they weren't as bad as the most 1 or 2s will go to, like Tennessee when they took Mariota and Tampa with Winston. Yep. Really bad football teams.
Now look at, and then people forget, especially Cowboy fans, Will Kane, Skip Bayless, these dudes kill me. When that year, while y'all were 4-12, we all know Romo got hurt.
Yep.
He missed Jordan Hicks, collarbone, done.
Yeah.
We're out of here. and they had no backup.
Nope.
That offensive line was still there, and they had no DeMarco at that time.
Yep.
DeMarco was in Philly. So you start plugging. You get a stud,
Yep.
the best running back prospect at that time.
Right.
Before Saquon come out this year, they come back, and then you get a half-decent quarterback who can make a couple plays. You ask him to make a couple throws, and now you don't have that.
Right.
Now this is
Right.
This could be.
Now, who you fear more? I'm going to run the read option with Alfred Morris or Ezekiel Elliott. Who am I going to fear more? You know what I mean? Like now I'm going to tee off on that.
And the thing is, what they did was the Cowboys, they controlled the clock.
Yeah.
They ran the ball with Zeke 20 times, 30 times a game, and all Dak had to do was make a couple plays.
Right.
Throw the ball to Cole Beasley in the slot, and then, Bryant over the top. But now, you don't have all that.
No.
You got a banged up Bryant right now.
Right.
Williams is banged up.
Bryant's
Beasley's
been
not
banged up
having
for the
a
last
year.
4 years.
Beasley's kind of disappeared. He's not having the year
No,
he's
he's
been
not.
having. He's kind of disappeared. And then now you don't have. Now you got Morris and the kid Ross Smith.
Yeah.
So now everything's on. And now
And
everything's
you
on.
got McFadden.
And don't forget, Tyron Smith is not healthy.
No.
He's got a bad back and a bad groin.
And the groin is so when you talk in that slide, you get
Slide.
wide. You get wide on it. He's
Exactly.
gonna be a little slow.
Right.
But I lost my train of thought.
Right.
Well, there's no better left tackle in the game, and that's
Right.
a huge loss.
When he's healthy. When he's healthy. Right.
That dude,
It's the
I
best.
told you
Yeah.
that one game they had on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And they showed him coming out the tunnel. I said, I swear to God,
You
that
say
look-
like Iron Man.
No, I said he's like a damn Avenger, yo.
he said.
He look like an Avenger, yo.
Yeah, he did.
I never seen somebody so tall, so chiseled, like he was out
Yeah.
of stone. And then you see even he is injury plagued.
Yeah.
But now, all right, now I got my.
You bet
see,
you good now?
I'm
You
talk-
back. All
I
right,
was
we
talking-
in there.
I brought it back.
Okay, good deal. All right.
This for Cowboys fans, this could be good because
Mm-hmm.
we said Dak hasn't been that guy up until this point. Get your ass whooped. Go in and take it like a man.
Mm-hmm.
Come back now. Maybe you can be that dude to where
Possibility.
to where now if once him and Zeke's contracts are both up,
Mm-hmm.
because if Zeke don't get his SHIT together, he can find himself out the league real quick.
Well, I think he got to wake up. See, sometimes you need that. Excuse me. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I think you got that.
And plus,
I think
he
you got that.
still wasn't even in shape.
Nah.
So that's the biggest thing. Yes, I understand you got suspended
Right.
initially in August.
Right.
Why are you showing up to training camp out of shape? You should have been training the whole time like you was ready.
Yeah.
And then through 9 games of the year, you still wasn't ready. And
Yeah.
then as you start to see him get kicked in, boom, he finally served a 6-game suspension.
Right. Well, I mean, his last 3 games, he was balling. He had over 400
yeah,
yards.
yeah, he was.
He was balling. But I think this suspension just derailed him as far as
Right.
the whole situation, waiting to find out, am I going to play, am I not going to play?
Right.
It just derailed the whole situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the biggest thing is when you look, besides David Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
and not even Le'Veon Bell sees the coverages in the box that the Cowboys do, is because at any given time,
right.
Zeke can hit that home run. So
Well, listen, but we talked about before. Denver gave a blueprint how to stop Dallas. This is when Zeke was there. Everyone was all full-fledged. Denver gave the blueprint of how to stop, and we talked about it on the show, how to stop Dak and Dallas. You put 8 in the box, and you make Dak beat you. You single Bryant, because Bryant is not what he was before because he's always getting hurt.
Yeah.
He's been injury plagued. So you single Williams up on one side, Bryant on the other side, and you put 8 in the box and make Dak beat you.
Did you say, if you go back and watch the All-22 from Atlanta, Dallas last week, Alfred Trufant, they're on Dez. They jammed Dez at the line. Like, they didn't even give him nothing.
Yeah.
Daring him to blow past them.
Right.
A couple
And he
times.
couldn't,
A couple
right?
times. No. They let him go and still caught up with him. And still so if you imagine that's Darby, unless it's I'm not scared of any of the Dallas wide receivers unless it's a 50-50 ball.
Right.
That's when I get concerned. Because at that point, I hope Rasul Douglas is on him because that's the only one who has the body type to
Right.
match up with him. Because obviously the other person who has a body type is Sidney Jones. Hopefully we don't see him.
Right.
We
I don't
don't
wanna see
need
him.
we don't need to see him.
Yeah, next year.
Like you said.
Right.
What a beautiful benefit it has as we went into the season. And I know our viewers have spoken about it before. Going into the league, going into the year, it was our secondary. Now it's a benefit. It's a cushion. Look, you were able to let go of Dexter McDougal to bring in Ellery because Lord knows we was parchment paper thin at linebacker.
Listen, I was worried about Joe Walker. I mean,
really?
and I'm an Oregon guy. I'm an Oregon Duck guy. But Joe Walker on a couple assignments, couple plays, he looked like Where's Waldo?
Fast feet. Fast feet. I need you to read and react as a linebacker.
Right.
Right, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. We'll nail that. We'll nail that spot.
Right.
Ismail Rodriguez, 40-23 Eagles. Jenkins, defensive player of the game. I guess Hollins, offensive player of the game, and at least
Could
3
be.
picks, 6, and a safety. Wow.
I definitely see a special teams touchdown tomorrow or a defensive touchdown tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I make them make a mistake. And as long as we don't turn the ball over, which Knock on
Hey,
what we
you know
haven't
what?
been doing.
Here's another thing. Mac Hollins, deep again. I can see that.
Yo,
I can see that.
The boy got straight line speed.
Did you see him catch up that last touchdown he had against the 49ers? The ball was in the air, and he was running like a gazelle.
Yeah.
Just running like a
Long
gazelle.
stride.
I said, oh, my God. And he tracks the ball so well.
Well, yep. Yeah,
Man, so that's something we could see tomorrow,
I
too.
don't know what it is.
Sunday
you,
as well.
You put number 10 on a wide receiver in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform, and they can track the deep ball.
Go figure. Go figure.
How's that
right?
work? TT Ball, small news. Justin Anderson missing 3 weeks with shin splints. FYI.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shin splits?
And Jimmy Changa copied and pasted Vitai's name, and he said no copy and paste. So, well, I don't know if I believe it.
Halapula Lati.
And he said he'll be
Vati,
the X factor of the game.
I'm
I
not
like
saying
that. And TT Ball saying exactly make Dak a pocket passer. So, all real stuff. Listen, you guys all help make these shows rock.
Yeah.
The comments flying
Thank
in.
you.
We
Yes.
love it.
Thank you.
The Philly Sports Guys.
Yes.
Aaron Robbins. Peter Evans. Ryan Bird
It's
on
such
the
a
ones
generic
and
name,
twos.
he can't remember it.
I'm Tom Arnone. Check these boys out. We're going to jump on next Saturday,
Yes.
too, with
Yes.
these guys, and we'll do a
Yes.
little
Yes.
something
Yes.
as well, Eagles-related, Philly sports-related,
Yes,
the
sir.
whole nine. Thank you all. Thank Gibson Mayer LLC, BMW of Atlantic City, StreamSmart.com, Scanzano Sports, Tom Arnone, Aaron Robbins, Peter Evans, Ryan Broad on the ones and twos.
Yes.
You all help make
Thank you,
the
guys.
show. No Agenda Radio. We love you all. Hey. It's just Beat Dallas week. Cry Dallas, cry. We don't care how we get it done.
9-1.
Just waking up Monday morning with a
9-1.
dub,
Yeah.
and we're out.
Let's do it.
Gentlemen,
Thank you, sir.
pleasure.
Appreciate
Thanks
it,
for
sir.
jumping on.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, thank you.
Thank you.
We out.
Yeah.